Taboo conversations, witty interpretations. Motivator on the hunt, ain't got a grudge. Street news is the tea. Vest uncensored, smoke the beat. Vest uncensored, smoke the beat. Vexed Uncensored, fuck the beat.
Welcome to Vexed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Mo Vader.
And we're back again for another show.
Back again. Who's in jail and who is not?
Who is not at this point?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it's a topic or not, but
Could be.
Lil Durk.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, great. Durkio's in prison.
What's he done?
Hired for murder. He put out hits,
I do.
on Quando Rondo.
Oh, never heard of him.
He is an associate of a particular gentleman who murdered King Von in self-defense. His cousin is Lil Tim.
Oh.
Lil Tim spelled Lil space Tum. Wait, was it Lil? Hold on. Took her to the
A lot of him, but I can't think. They all sound the same.
Dave Arms.
All sound the same at this point.
Yeah, they're all, I'm just amazed. Like, I'm amazed at the resilience
Yeah.
of potentially having the world being presented with the keys to cities.
To Satan's kingdom,
He was actually awarded the keys to
So was Diddy.
a town or so. Yeah, there we go. And then he was too. You got all the things that are worth, I guess, to those that don't have it,
Yeah.
are worth not compromising and jeopardizing.
Or switching up at least.
Yeah, and you're like, well, let me slide for Von and collapse everything that you have built.
I think habits are hard to change. And also, they get all the shit and realize, oh, I'm still the same motherfucker. It wasn't a poverty. It wasn't that. It was just me. It was just me.
My excuses for my rationing are gone.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. They all think, oh, if I get a leg up, then that's going to be me. I'm going to be a better person. Says who?
I'm glad. I'm so glad murder isn't one of my habits.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. I've not taken anyone's life. I've changed the family, but I'm joking.
I go out of family business.
Go out the family business, put it that way, do you know? Change the ways of the waters.
It never happened if you got out, allegedly.
Yes. If you did your time, you know, just leave it there.
How's your week?
Oh my God. My near-death experiences of the past month. Oh, I wish I was joking. Yes. So, yes, I'm recovering, guys. I'm half here, half not. But yeah, I've got mercury poisoning. So if you're trying to be pescatarian, please be careful. Please be careful. I really was stupid to it. Just eating too much fish, specifically tuna, because I love it. Yeah, it's a ruin to me. Mercury poisoning is a bitch. First time or whatever having it. Apparently people get it quite commonly. But it takes a while to get out your system, all the metals and all the shit and whatever. We forget they're full of mercury, these fishes. So
how are you even supposed to get metal out your system? Do you piss
you're
it
meant to
out?
take a certain medication, and then you're also meant to apparently it can take weeks or months, but I'm recovering pretty quickly considering due to prayer, I believe. You know what I mean? Because what else? It's be careful. I'm staying away. I've got to stay away from fish now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You going to go full veg?
Just go back to what I was doing, eating meat and chicken and shit. I was just trying to make a change,
Yeah.
I guess. And just think, I've never just eaten strictly fish before. Let me try that out. Yeah, never again. I don't know how pescatarians do it now, think about it. Someone needs to educate me on how they ration, how they whatever. Because I was eating rice, pasta, vegetables with it too, and just chunks of fish.
I think,
What about the people that eat sushi all the time, every day? What about you bitches? Why aren't you half dead?
isn't it because, wouldn't it be, and I don't mean to point the finger here, but it would be portion control,
Oh yeah.
the size of it, and then
Yeah, I do eat a lot.
would they be getting the organic fish and not tinned fish? canned
Yeah,
fish?
yeah. That I think that don't help if it's tinned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it might. I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to
Me too.
problem solve.
But even like if I was going to take away Chinese, I would get seafood, something too. So when like I was, you know what I mean? I was just like, yeah, that was my only protein.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not. It might not be good for me. Maybe it's just me. You know. But I did like get information. It was like, no, you can't eat tuna every day.
Yeah.
You can't eat like all these fishes.
Okay. Have you ever had the salmon in the tin?
Yes, I like
Did
that.
you like it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
The only tins, because I don't like tin food, but the only tins I will eat is salmon and tuna because I like them.
Yeah.
Oh, mackerel as well.
I love it.
Oh my
I
god,
love it.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yeah.
The only one I don't like is pilchards because when I was younger, they used to give us pilchards and I hated that. Pilchards in rice, and it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not my thing.
Pilchard and bad and to yeah.
So I'm just trying to get that shit out, just drink loads of water, drink, eat different things and whatever. And I also had a gas leak where I live at, so that was a bitch too. So yes, I'm lucky to be here.
With getting that purple, right?
Yeah, it was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It could have been way worse. So yeah, I feel great considering.
We thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. I don't know. Should we?
What about you? How's the? You've been working a new job and.
Yeah. Someone died today.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
They went into hospital
Oh.
because they weren't feeling too good, weren't feeling too well. They had refused in the morning. By lunchtime, it was imposed, and by 4 p.m., they were pronounced.
Were they elderly?
Not elderly to the extent that.
You would expect them to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's like what they call it, occupational hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it hit me because I wasn't on shift.
Oh.
I just glimpsed a message and went. I was actually taken aback. I was like, whoa. And I had to catch myself and go, hang on, no. But the last time I saw them, they were fine.
Oh my God, life is short.
I saw them like, what day is it today? Today's, okay. So I saw them on Tuesday.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Tuesday or Monday. Chit-chatting, talking away. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But
that's sad.
I'm guessing maybe it hasn't hit properly, or it wasn't close enough. Because I think I'm sort of, I won't say numb,
Yeah.
but like in the movies, in Paid in Full, niggas get shot every day.
Right.
You'll be all right.
I guess if people in jobs like that get used to it eventually, nurses and so on.
The more they get used to it, the better they become to all their friends and family.
Yeah.
Because there's that detachment of, well, they're all gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah. So I mean, life is so short. It could be taken away in an instant. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm lucky to even be here at this point. It's like, oh my God, young and old doesn't matter.
I have once I realized what it is to really work in like the health and social care sector, work with people's lives.
Yes.
I said, yeah, you know what? I will do my darndest not to pair bond with a woman who works in that field.
Yeah.
No,
No, because then it's like, yeah, who do you rely on? Who, because if they go through it too, it's like, okay, you can relate, but like you're both in that kind of same grip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I've got myself a bit of a unicorn
Mm-hmm.
in that. Yes, she works in that in the field,
Oh yeah.
but emotionally,
Mm-hmm.
like she's sound.
Mhm.
She's not. It's going to sound bad, but it's not in terms of what I want and what I'm looking for and looking at.
Yeah.
focused on. She doesn't have that professional, emotional detachment that our peers in the industry have.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't feel it in my core, but I know that up here in my brain, it's like, that means the last time that I saw them is final. It's the last time that I see them.
Yeah. Maybe you should treat every situation like that now. Maybe that's a way of coping. Like this could not to them, but in your head, like, okay, this could be the, like, do you know, is that healthy? I don't know.
It's,
Maybe I
no,
should
no,
be
it's
giving
not.
advice.
It's not healthy. That's
worse.
It's worse because then you have that nonchalance. You have that
Expectancy.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
Whether it's now or later, they're
Yeah,
croak it. So let me not get attached. But no,
I
like
know. Life, yeah, it's part of life.
yeah.
Is death. Death is sin, and sin is death. And you know, it's just this one. Yeah. Rest in peace to them.
I'll eat that apple every fucking time. I do not no regret. I will eat that apple. God damn. Yeah.
Sad.
Tell me to resist. Resist what?
The devil. That's all I was trying to do. Every motherfucking day, this point is coming from my neck.
Be like, that's so cruel. Put temptation there, knowing I'm going to break.
Yeah.
Knowing. No, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew I would break.
Yes.
That's
But it's the making good of it. That's the part. Making good of it in the end, you know?
yeah, man. Well, we've got to be careful because it's gonna edge. It's gonna be so confusing for the listeners. Is this a religious?
Oh, we're talking about
or is
the
this?
sin, guys. We're just talking about. They all know. This is the motherfucking Christian country. If they don't know, they better fucking get to know. Every religion is similar, except for Hindus and all that. Okay, you know, they don't believe in all that kind of stuff. But if you're like a Muslim or a Christian or something, like, you know what sin is, bitch. You know what sin is.
Well, surely they might not have sin as in the same concept, but they've got right and wrong. I mean, Hanuman was you know.
Well, if you listen, like, I don't want to, you know, besmirch people's beliefs or whatever, but, you know, certain, like, Hindu or certain things, it's like you hear of their gods or whatever, and there's, like, battles they've had, and there's, like, things they've done, and there's even a Hindu god that wears, like, severed heads around their neck. So not where we think of good, purely good, that's not in all religions. Their gods aren't all purely good. There's a moral outset to all of them, which should be a signal, guys. But, you know,
See, I hope I'm not chatting shit, but I have a feeling I read somewhere what throne is it that Lucy sits on?
Pergamon.
Yeah.
Apparently in is it Greece? I
Yeah.
believe
Mm-hmm.
there was a big thing built, and there's giant steps and whatever, and it was said that in the Bible it says that was the seat of Satan at one point.
Okay.
Whereas to my belief, it's the lower heavens, which everyone calls space. That's what they call space.
Mm.
The lower heavens.
Yeah.
That's why it says we wrestle against principalities, not in flesh and blood, but against evil in high places. High places.
Okay.
Yeah. Just for clarity.
There we go. There we go.
So you see these aliens and do you know what I mean? Just work it out. I'll help you guys. I'll talk about that later, but yes, I'll help you get to some information.
Okay. Well, I guess on that note, let's get into these.
Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
All right, let's get into the topics.
Now for the hottest topics.
Armie Hammer, speaking of evil, Armie Hammer set to return to Hollywood in 3 movies following cannibal and abuse scandal.
Oh, great then.
Why, bitch? Why?
Because
Why?
because daddy's got to get his money. Bitch got to work.
Yeah. Last time I heard he was in the motherfucking, what was them islands? Them fucking, like the Virgin Islands or something, like selling timeshares.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, if you were trying to eat people, is that what I mean? Like, lucky you're not in jail, bitch. Why aren't you in jail?
I mean, at least he went about it in a consensual manner.
No.
Oh, didn't he?
No.
Well, I'm misinformed.
He was like, you know, getting into a relationship, then kind of grooming them to be like, you know, fantasies, like, I want to cut a bit off of you and eat it and like stuff. And admitting he was like, would hunt animals and eat their beating hearts. And, you know, that Japanese rope thing, he would get girls tied up in that. And just like, in any relationship, if you like them, if someone says, do you want to try something out? This, you know, if you're not with someone who's good, they're going to groom you into some weird shit. And before you know it, you're trapped.
Yeah. Well, you're hogtied,
Or hogtied.
barbecuing over a rotisserie.
I saw the text, I saw all of it. He was talking about barbecuing ribs and, oh, I'd love to eat, like, barbecue your ribs, like, sick shit, you know? Because he's this blonde, blue-eyed, like, tall geezer, everyone's like, you know, he's the opposite of what he looks like
Yeah.
on the inside. But yeah, like, how many actors are there? We don't need you. Okay? You're a risk to humans. You're a monster. And he's the grandson of, what's his name, Hammer, the big oil magnate. So he's like,
He's of
one of them blue blooded type motherfuckers.
I see. Speaking of nepotism, you know, Ray J nearly got jumped by.
I heard. I don't know what it's about.
Cause, neither do I.
Mm.
Imagine Chris Brown being the voice of reason in all things, of all people.
Chris Brown, I ain't heard that either.
Chris Brown stepped in to stop it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they partying together? Partying?
They were in Los Angeles somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, they were in Los Angeles. It was some kind of event, or you know how those circles are. Let's say, an event to show your face and do a bit of grifting.
Wow.
But yeah, cannibalism. So my misconception or misinformation was I thought he was going about it the same way that Japanese guy did.
Who's the Japanese guy?
There was a Japanese cannibal in I think like early or late 90s that he got his meat consensually.
Oh, Lord God.
And
Ugh.
apparently...
Well, they know who to pick too. It's like abusers sniff out who's going to tolerate it. You know?
Yeah.
We don't know how, but they do.
It's the trauma radar. It's like a gaydar.
Yeah, it's like a instinct.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's an instinct because...
Well, it's like a bee wants pollen. It's like if they have a bloodlust, they're going to find the weakest. It's like we all do it in one form or another.
You know, I've always been sort of able to superimpose and copy and paste certain life rules in different places.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously not by my own lesson learning and such things, but I've always seen in the media and things the saying, real recognizes real. And
yes, yeah.
I'm a firm believer that, you know, predators recognize victims, victims recognize predators, and
yes,
victims are like deers in headlight.
Yeah.
When they are, you know, when they're faced with a predator, they freeze, they don't know what to do, who to turn to. Well, you've got the ones who are so abused their whole lives, they know nothing else, and therefore they run to that familiarity because that's all they know. Yeah, and it makes sense.
They count on that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always, back in the day I was much worse. I'd say more tolerable now. But back in the day, if I met someone new, within 5 seconds, I know whether I'm fucking with you or not. Don't ask me how. Mannerisms, the way how you're speaking, the way you greet people. When you walk straight up to him or if someone's introduced to someone, like I used to just pick it all up and I'd be like, nah, I don't give a fuck if it's your friend, your boyfriend, girlfriend, I don't give a fuck who it is. You know what I mean? If I didn't get the vibes, if I got vibes, then I would go with the vibes. I'm more tolerable now because that's just my faith journey type thing. Like, have to be more tolerable. Sorry guys, there's, for some reason, people think Halloween is Guy Fawkes night and there's, you know, explosions.
Yeah.
Outside, this is the stew. You know,
the gunpowder plot.
But hopefully, the producers will cut that shit straight out as usual.
Yeah.
Instead of us having to pause and all that shit. But yeah, Armie Hammer, go to jail. Like, what do you need? Are we gonna wait for the next scandal when you've actually eaten someone this time?
Well, to be fair with you, in that quiet time, one of the worst things that can be done with predators of any kind of denomination is them having privacy.
Oh, so bad.
A predator must never, ever have privacy.
It should be watched at all times.
Yeah, wherever he's selling those timeshares, you need to keep an eye out for any elderly or vulnerable people that's disappeared.
Rich people with their giant houses and basements.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You don't know what's going on. And all them gardens and outhouses, guest houses. Is that a bitch? And private security?
Yeah, billionaire bunkers. It's. I don't think most people realise how easy it is to slip through the cracks and disappear.
Oh, so easy.
And just, you know, a person can be missing for decades.
Yeah.
Decades. I don't think you're even pronounced dead until you would be about 100 or so. Or is that it's misinformation? I'll have to
in different countries. I think if some people stay on the missing list the whole lives, like for generations, and some so they can pick up the case later because people have been found, like say someone was kidnapped as a teenager and they're found 20 years later married to somebody who was most likely their kidnapper, Stockholm syndrome, under, you know, the same name, but just in across the world or some shit. You know, that shit happens all the time, unfortunately.
Yeah, scary stuff, if
Yeah.
you ask me.
Yeah,
Um,
Hammer.
Yeah, I'm not watching the movie, and I hope it's not like one of the franchises that I like, because I'll see it out. I will
Same.
see it out. So the Wayans brothers set to return to scary movie franchise with Miramax.
Yes.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, because that got ruined after there.
Yeah, but
I mean, it was their thing, wasn't it?
it was. But obviously, the directors, the heads of departments,
Yes.
the big wigs thought that they had the formula and they knew what they were doing with it by just dumping A-list celebrities in there and little dumb shit skits. But
Stupid.
no,
They were the magic. Like, they
Yeah.
were the funny part,
yeah,
you know? And they've got the eye for talent, I feel like. Who's funny?
yeah,
To get them in the cast, and like you have it in between. There's like Anna Faris, obviously they picked her. She carried that shit on her back for like, you know,
yeah, it's true.
as long as possible. You know, what are we Oh, hers is funny. But yeah, man, why not bring back White Chicks too? Because you know that's still voted as one of the funniest, I think, in all the polls.
You know what will be pleasant to see? I want to see will it be as
Oh,
it was?
I hope so,
Like-
because this censorship shit is
Yeah,
getting so annoying.
yeah, because the audience has changed without Scary Movie's presence in the
What was it? I saw it somewhere, and they were like basically the newer generations who are probably like teenagers and old, like a little bit older now. Like they voted like White Chicks as one of the funniest movies, like, you know, in this poll or some magazine or some whatever,
Yeah.
probably Rolling Stone or some shit. But yeah, so that is what they're gravitating. They want that. They want the old school tongue in cheek shit. But that's like BBC now are going to remove before they do this brand new streaming service to compete with Netflix or whatever. They're removing episodes from all the old British sitcoms, like all, okay, Little Britain and stuff. Like we can probably understand. Some of those.
I can't understand it. Little Britain was delivered
Yeah,
and it was hilarious at the time,
But
and it's
everyone
still
thought it was
hilarious now.
everyone, like everybody. 40 Towers, they're removing episodes from stuff like that, like old school shit. But it was like, I don't know how to put it. You know, obviously I've, you know, talked last few episodes about the racism, just so, you know, whatever. But like when it came to like Britain and like, you know, the ones who are like that, they did have a good way of like playing it off in these TV shows and like, and obviously there were black cast members and, you know, not as many back then, but there were like in Porridge and like, do you know what I mean? So, and it was all funny. Everyone was in on the fucking joke.
Yeah.
It's like that one in Little Britain about, which goes, in Fat Fighters,
Dust.
you know,
Or-
to a mirror, like, what's your favorite dinner? And she's like, you know, spaghetti bolognese. And she's like, excuse me, come again? Spaghetti bolognese is something like curry. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's an Indian woman playing that part. She gets it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Come on,
man.
Why are we so sensitive now? We were talking to the new feature. We were testing out the new feature for the Open AI, weren't we?
Yeah,
The voice thing.
yeah.
Because like a person. And it was so censored. What did you ask it about the first lines or whatever of the abolition of slavery?
That's it. I said to it, "Can you recite the first paragraph of the abolition of slavery in a forgot what accent it was, but
yeah.
it was an accent that some may find funny, others would find offensive."
Still an accent.
Yep, still an
A
accent.
real accent.
And the AI stuck to its guns.
Yeah.
Even when I asked it to just recite it,
Yeah,
It
like,
refused.
we're black, we're not offended, and it just wouldn't do it. And I said, like, I've been able to convince it out of situations so many fucking times, like for fun.
Yeah.
Like convince it out of its boundaries?
yeah,
No more, apparently. Like that shit's locked down. So what's the point of that?
yeah, no.
What's the point?
Another way of controlling your mindset, your
Information.
thought process, information, and history.
Why don't you want to tell us that? Like that's like what? Even study purposes, like abolition of slavery, you don't want to discuss it. Like, but it's the same as America when Trump's now talking about when he gets in, he's gonna stop all the schools from learning about slavery. Like he's gonna scrap it all, like completely. And it's like, again, I'm not political, but it's like white sir, it is not your fucking business. Do you know what I mean?
I'm on the fence, and with that notion of it's none of his business. In
Not
part,
delete white crimes.
it's not. I don't think it's about deleting it.
What is it?
I don't no. I don't think it's about deleting it. It's about it not being so to the forefront.
Are they going to replace it with real Black history? No.
Well, in all fairness, Black parents, you have a responsibility of teaching your children Black history
I
too.
believe that too.
You have a responsibility to educate yourself as well.
Yeah.
It's not just sit in front of a screen or for the first 16 years of your life or 18 years, depending on where you live in the US, where you're like, yeah, I'm in a learning mind frame because I'm forced to go to school.
Mm.
And then beyond that point, you decide, nope, I'm not learning anything else from here on.
Yeah.
I'm going to live a life of perpetual
Yeah.
mistakes.
I mean, that is the only Black history we got taught here was slavery, and they don't consider Egyptian history and all that kind of stuff as Black history. Obviously.
Exactly.
So it's a situation where, yeah, I don't like that. That's the only.
How many Egyptians, how much slavery took place in Egypt and it's just
So much.
overlooked?
So much, hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah, across the whole world, every single civilization has had its form of slavery, servitude, serfs,
Mm-hmm.
you know, land, even the whole premise of a landlord,
Mm-hmm.
the barons,
Barons, yeah.
the war chief, the lords,
Yeah, Lord.
the people in the House of Lords today.
Yeah.
They're
Descended from
descended from, you know,
killer.
like you said, blue-blooded
Mm-hmm.
members of the aristocracy who owned the land and owned the people and
In it,
owned the
yeah.
fruits of that land.
Yeah.
So why? Fine, I get and I understand the intensity
Mm.
of the transatlantic slave trade
Mm-hmm.
was industrialized. It happened at the wrong time for the right people or the right time for the wrong people,
Mhm.
whatever your perception is. The Arabic slave empire,
Mm-hmm.
the traffic and the movement between the Greek, the Roman civilizations that had slaves and servitude
Mm-hmm.
completely entrenched in their
Oh.
societies.
Pedophilia was just normal.
Yeah.
You know, but I do think that is good for Black children specifically in these white nations to understand why they're considered unequal, because they're going to go through society and be like internalize it, and it's not your fault, it's not because of you, it happened to all your ancestors, and that's an important thing to note, that it's not just you.
See that again.
Don't internalize it. It's not your fault.
That again is a conversation my parents gave me that, and
Yeah.
I've given my children that
Yeah.
conversation, and I'll revisit it.
For their safety.
Yeah, but I don't expect. I remember the awkwardness, the disgust that I felt
It's not easy.
for
You know?
for, and this is, I say, the mythical white man, and why I say the mythical white man
Mm-hmm.
is because it was an emotion that I felt as a response to what I was being told about the, Black History Month, and I've got this LGBTQ
Mm-hmm.
ignorant, arrogant, fat slag telling me about slavery, whilst she detested all of the dark skinned students,
Yeah.
but had this little fetish for the mixed race and
Mm-hmm.
those of a tone lighter than the brown paper bag.
Yeah, unless you're Asian.
Yeah. If you were Asian, oh my God, you're as good as the niggas.
Yes.
Fuck it, Miss
They
Scott.
pick and choose.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Scott.
can't stand that bitch. I'll tell you a little story about her, yeah? So we moved to a house in Sydenham. And when we first moved there, redecorating whatever, and in the bath toilet on the ground floor, we removed the mirror. And behind the mirror, they had kept a bunch of old school original slave auction. There was a big piece like this.
Oh wow.
Slave auctions from back in the day. What are you keeping that for? Because you're fucking racist. You can't have it on your wall. People come in, so they hide it behind a mirror.
Yeah.
I took that into her one day, so it could contribute to the school. Maybe we put somewhere we can talk about it in class. That shit disappeared.
Oh.
That shit disappeared. You know what I mean? She's a bitch. She was always treating me like dirt too. Why? Because she knew I was black. Sorry, but I'm not sorry. She
Yeah.
was nasty. And
Yeah.
she outed Missy Elliott in the classroom. It's like, oh, me and my girlfriend was in LA at a lesbians fucking group, and Missy Elliott, what's that our business for? What's that our business? What's that guy? Who cares?
telling 15-year-olds. But that's a habit, a common habit of teachers. Like the teachers that ended
40,
up
15-year-olds at that.
yeah. The teachers that ended up teaching as like second choice in that,
Yeah.
they forget themselves at work. They're the ones that they've got a bottle of whiskey in the
Yeah.
drawer and
Right.
they're sleeping with
They're the type
everybody
that
at
sleep
school.
with their students too, because there's no boundaries there. And it's like, why? I'm a child.
I don't want to get called.
Butchie.
That's the fact.
Get a new haircut, Butchie.
No, but we digressed. The ill will that teaching a teenage child
Yeah.
about slavery
Mm.
triggered in me. I started having my own prejudices and had to work my way out
It's not easy.
of having a dislike for white people
Right.
that I didn't have before.
Right.
Before, my dislike for white people was if I see, just like you said earlier about the predators,
Mhm.
when there's a certain look, there's a certain mannerisms
Mhm.
and gestures, eye contact and the expression through the eyes
Yes.
where I see, okay,
Yeah. She used to give me blatant dirty looks, like blatant. And it's like, I'm a child.
mhm,
You know what I mean? You're pushing 40.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But you can't call her a bitch in class because you get in trouble.
mm-hmm.
I did call her another teacher that. I didn't give a fuck. She was racist too. Went at her neck in the classroom, mate. Proper, like, excuse me? What'd you call me? She called me a slur.
Really?
Yes, in front of the whole class.
Oh, I remember that.
A history teacher. Another history teacher.
Was it a history teacher?
Yeah, she came in as a temp and then she ended up staying. And it was the whole thing. And do you know what the teachers did? Got me after school, and got me in the classroom with 3 teachers all trying to dissuade me as to why what she said wasn't a problem. My mother went in like, what? Like, that's one thing about my parents. Say what you want. I'll say what I want about them. But when it came to my child, not my child,
Yeah.
bitch. Do you know what I mean? And my mother ripped the shit out of, what's his name? The geography teacher. Mr. Moore. Ripped the living shit. He was gulping and wanting to piss himself in that shit, in that chair from what they did. Yeah. For a school majority black, there was some right old racist teachers up in there.
Yeah.
And do you know who was in that classroom, which I was shocked by? That Welsh one. That Welsh teacher. He was all nice.
Oh,
and
Jenkins.
he was one of them that tried to sit there and dissuade me.
Listen,
I
Jenkins.
mean, Miss Louise was upstairs waiting. Like, this is come out when they're done with you. Come out to me. Come out to me. My St. Lucian sister.
Yeah.
You know, come out to me and, you know.
Jenkins was the first time.
And we're talking about Mallory School in Bromley, guys. It don't exist no more, but, you know.
Yeah. Jenkins was the first time that I experienced the institutionalized suggestion of, why don't you go to the sports?
Oh, no.
I'm fat. The only exercise I was doing was allegedly running from
for the police.
or fighting for my turf that I did not earn.
Right.
That I had, I owned no property on.
Right.
I've only been dumb when it comes to women.
Yeah.
Smartest dumb guy you're gonna come across. Like when it comes to women, I'm a bit of a dummy.
Blind. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm aware enough, and I'm like a willing party.
Mhm.
Some will say, like, you know what?
I can
The
overlook that.
Yeah, I can overlook for the temptation. You know,
Yeah,
the reward, risk and reward.
Risk and reward.
But I said I want to do history, geography, going through the options thing. Oh, you sure you're not? And that was
And you were good at those topics too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those
did,
are your specialities, I'd say.
yeah, I didn't fail. I did
No.
not fail.
No.
I'm sure there was some more suitable candidates who did.
And yeah, some lighter skinned candidates.
White skin to be
White.
fair.
Yeah,
But-
whiter.
But it was an experience, and I won't say that it marked me, but it was good practice in assertion.
Mm-hmm.
And now today, my adult life,
Mm-hmm.
if you see me backing up from being assertive, do as I say, because it's a trap. Like
Yeah.
where I say, okay, I leave you to it.
So yeah,
It's you're gonna fuck yourself by not
not
li-
taking your own initiative.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't help it. I just I have to really try these days. Like and I'm much better than it used to be. Oh my god, so much better. But it's still hard for me to not put them in their place, like because I know where they should be, and they stepped out. You know, you're stepping out, bitch.
Yeah, nice.
You know?
Me, I don't judge.
Yeah,
I'll say a load of dumb stuff.
yeah.
It may sound like I'm judging. I am not judging.
No, me neither. I'm kind of. It's a thing of like, opinions. People think that opinions are like And yeah, there are judgmental, super judgmental people for sure. Some people can get confidence and also being opinionated as judgment, like you're judging me.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, judgment is an intention. So I mean, like, who can judge you really? What's a judge?
More often than not, generally speaking, people think that they're being judged when they hear an opinion they don't like.
They don't like.
That, oh, wait, you don't agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
You chose not to just shut up and go, yay, clap for my stupidity.
Yeah.
That's,
Same as the show. We share differentiating opinions all the fucking time.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Literally, you don't agree all the time. This isn't an agreeable podcast.
I don't think in the grand scheme of things, it's a bad thing that
It's good to have
that history be taken out of the curriculum.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad thing. And there's much better things that could be taken out of the curriculum.
Mm-hmm.
There's better safeguards for children and teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe give them, instead of having students kind of roam around with their phones, let them actually lock their phones in their lockers, and their lockers be secure enough
For sure.
that no other kids can go and steal from them,
Yeah, including teachers.
including teachers. Yeah, including a lot of them.
You know,
They could teach taxes instead of keeping
won't do that.
that information for the rich and wealthy.
they won't do that. Instead of taking it out, I want more. Get more into depth. Instead of it just being like what we used to read, just seeing ourselves in chains, and like, instead of that, like, go back to what happened on the continent, go more into, you know, the East India Company and how they did it. They were like, back in 17, whatever the fuck, they were more powerful than any nation on the earth. They were the first corporation. Like, get into those things, you know, interesting things that people can pull apart, you know what I mean, and sit together and go, oh, yeah, and then look at today's world and go, that's what they don't want. And this is what I'm saying. They don't want to educate. They want to condition you.
But, okay, Unilever was the Niger company.
Yeah.
Unilever sold Nigeria, and
Tell it.
and the other Niger to the British government for, I think it was like 850,000, which would have been billions in today's money.
Yeah. Sell a country. Can you imagine?
Yeah, became a protectorate, as they say. And Unilever to this day is still going. There was no Unilever didn't need to get
They got great PR.
Yeah. There's so many companies out there. It doesn't matter whether you're like Afrocentric focused, or if you're jewelry centric, or you're Indo-Asian, or I can't use the O word anymore. So East Asian centered. There is an example of colonization and of the abuse of corporations in conjunction with nations across the world. Unfortunately,
And lack of diversity.
yeah, and unfortunately, it is, let's face it, teaching history as it was factually will collapse the modern world.
Yeah.
So it's best to just not teach them so that we can get some continuation.
They don't want you to know. They just don't want you to know nothing. You know? Nothing. Except for what will get you to the McDonald's shift on time, bitch. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and sadly there does
And civil servitude.
come a point where you've got to make that decision. Am I going to die for my cause, or am I going to...
Well, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
You know?
And most are ignorant. Like, oh wow, great, you taught them about slavery, but you ain't teaching them how to read or do multiplication, or work out fractions. You're not really taking the time to build profiles on students to know how do they learn.
Yeah.
Is the whole textbook teaching working for them?
I mean, you'll grow up different vernaculars, different speech. We all grow up differently. It's very modern. It's very pointed towards white people too, the way things are taught.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? A certain class is very taught. You either get it or you don't. Where if someone said the same information just to you in a different way, you would get it straight away. And why? Because your culture contributes to who you are as a human being, how you take in information. Do you know what I mean? But it's not like that. That's like, there's a he's in the advert now. There's like a young black guy in the UK who does like chemistry lessons on TikTok, and he's like back garden.
Yeah.
And he's rapping and making up raps and shit. And the kids are getting it. And he's so popular because they're understanding what he's saying. Do you know what I mean? We're all different. Where, again, you know, if you sit there and be spoken to in, you know, the Queen's English,
Yes.
you know, and they don't take the time to sit with you and just none of that shit. Like, I was the kind of kid that never put my hand up because I was like, I want to work out myself, thank you. Because I had the tools in my home to give me those kind of like, I could work things out myself. I prefer it. When I get a box of instructions, I dash that shit away. I do. And I'll work it out myself. Do you know why? Because then I'll work out ways around in back, like with computers, just to figure out backdoor things and how to install. If it ain't working right, go to the manufacturer. They're giving you all this bullshit information, don't work. I would sit there as a teenager and work this shit out myself and be successful. So it's kind of like, I don't like the fact that it's just marginalized still. But it ain't gonna change.
Well, don't forget that critical thinking is only awarded to those who can pay for a private education.
Private.
Or should I say public school?
Yeah.
That still irritates me that you can refer, in the UK anyway, they refer to them as public schools when
See, back in
really
the
they're not.
day, in Birmingham, there were grammar schools. They don't exist now, grammar schools.
No, they still have them.
Oh, do they? I mean, okay.
They still have
I
them.
call it Middle Earth. You know?
No, they still have them. They've got the odd few in London, but in London, academies have taken over. They've privatized education so much that the state schools that are still operating are bottom of the league table. They're like, basically, you go there if
Yeah, that's why my parents pushed me to get into a Church of England school, because they knew it'd be of a certain education standard, certain amount of privacy, considered semi-private, because the parents have to contribute to upkeep.
Yeah, that sounded like gunshot.
Oh my God,
And that didn't even sound like
gunshot, gosh. Well, if they ain't got fireworks, you gotta make do. Don't miss out on the fun.
they're out there. Bop, bop, bop.
The ghetto.
Ghetto living. These streets remind me of quicksand. When you're running, you'll keep going down.
I'm sinking. Well, yeah, no, even that just came to mind. Like, when you lose focus in school, guess what you do? You focus on other things.
Yeah.
Dubious things.
Indeed.
You shan't be doing, you know? But you do them because you don't give a fuck.
That's right.
I used to just miss classes and walk around the school. No one ever stopped me. Because they knew I was the type of person. Now you ain't telling me what to do. They met my parents. Now they knew that. You ain't telling me what to do, bitch.
You know what? There was an occasion, yeah. I think A, B, C.
They would stop me and go, "Where's your blazer?" So they said, "Where's your tie?" They would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an occasion. I think I was in E block. I turned and looked out the window and saw you walking around.
Just walking around.
Ribena bottle in hand, gloves on. And then once I spotted you, I saw you walk past another 3 times again, and then, he's on one today.
I did not give a fuck. But yes, moving on. God bless the children of Haberdashers asks Knights Academy. That's his modern name.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I'm sure half the teachers are still there.
Nah,
And I cleared them out. Good riddance.
they had to. So basically, you see the newer ones that were technically interim for the 2 years below us.
Yes.
Once we had gone, over those 2-3 years after us, they got rid of them too.
Today.
Yeah. The only ones that sort of stuck around were the heads of departments,
All right.
and not all of them.
Okay.
Ahmed left.
Okay.
Crossingham got into another sleeping around scandal after the first one that,
Oh, no.
you know, the first love triangle with Griffin and Scott.
Mm-hmm.
But Scott was bi. Scott fucked up.
Well, she had a kid, didn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. Biological child, I mean.
Yeah, from a black man.
A black man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it adds extra points to the whole LGBTQ movement and the PC culture.
Well, that's to be in LGBTQ. So.
Black.
Bisexuality.
Black men semen holder.
Yes. If you want to know more about them, go to our last episode, and I brief you guys on how that works. But yes, let's move on to the next topic. So, a lot of you guys probably know this name. I didn't until this headline came across my desk, and it's Bonnie Blue.
I don't know who the hell that is.
English, white girl, blonde, blue eyes, facing backlash. She's a OnlyFans and TikTok creator.
Yeah.
And She did a thing where she said, "I'm gonna fuck 100 guys in 24 hours."
That's her name.
That's her.
That's her name. I watched.
Yeah.
I watched
And
it.
she filmed their feet and
Yeah.
bag of condoms. Her red eyes at the end of the day because
Yeah.
she said she felt like she got hit by a bus.
Mm.
Duh, bitch.
Yeah.
And they're 18, 19-year-olds only, apparently. Only.
Oh wow.
She's got this thing where she travels the world and says to 18, 19-year-old guys, "You can fuck me for free as long as I can film it." And she said, "Well, I checked their IDs." It's what? You should check your fucking STD test, first of all. That's what you should be checking. Do you know what I mean?
They use condoms. As long as
Condoms are not 100% effective, guys. Like, come on now. Leakage, breaking.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Not going to get in my business, right? I used to break condoms all the time. I don't know how you motherfuckers, and maybe you guys, are micro penis. Do you know what I mean? But, like, I really like this doubling up is a real thing. You sometimes got to do that. Do you know what I mean? Some of us.
I was told don't double up because it causes friction and makes them burn, makes them rip faster than if you was just using one. If it rips, take it out, put another one on. But
Yeah, you end up spending a pack of money on them. They're not cheap either, and then it's literally a waste, a fucking waste. All right, let's just get into it. Science lesson. So some semen drops on a lady's thigh. Semen will crawl up that woman's thigh and go into her vagina. That's living. It's living. It's alive, guys. It's alive. It's scientifically proven it will crawl up her leg and get into the vagina and potentially impregnate her.
Oh.
That's what it's meant to do, designed to do. It's going to do it one way or another.
you don't need to have any worries about that with me because I paint the walls. I finish where it's
Condom free zone.
I finish where it's intended. I live a 1800s lifestyle.
Right, Amish styling. Yes,
Mhm,
yes,
mhm.
yes. Yeah, so she is obviously facing backlash for many reasons because people are saying, first of all, like she's trying to, and I hate, So I hate when bitches like say it's female empowerment. Female empowerment. That I can spread my legs and fuck around. What's that got to do with female empowerment? Everyone's able to have sex.
Listen, I agree.
This ain't the 1830s. Do you know what I mean? bitch?
I completely agree.
Female motherfucking empowerment. So you're going to have like 16-year-old girls watching that saying, "Yeah, bitch, this female empowerment, I'm empowered." A lot of girls going to get into that and think, "Mate, I feel ruined. I feel like a slag.
Yeah,
I
good.
feel horrible."
Yeah,
You
good.
know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Good.
Female empowerment, bitch, I feel terrible.
Good. You should have listened to your parents,
You know?
your grandmother.
Right, and not this bitch
You should,
online,
yeah, you should have listened to those that came before you.
if they bother.
Well, exactly. If you don't listen, you'll feel.
Who gets sex talks these days?
And they do. They get sex talks, but they get the sex talk like what, primary school, and then another one or two again in secondary school.
Yeah, you probably get one lesson in year 6.
But bear in mind, what they're being taught now today isn't what we were being taught. We were being taught biology. They are being taught sociology.
Yeah.
They are being taught the PC narrative of it's not about reproduction. It's about lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
It's about men and men can have sex too. Men and men can be in love. Men and men can be married. It's concepts that, it's complicated concepts and variables that aren't suitable for their, well, in my opinion, aren't suitable for their age, for the age that it's being introduced at. Like, do you remember the scheme where drag queens were reading fairy tales and children's books?
Yeah, that was inappropriate, highly.
Yeah, but it's
Highly inappropriate. I really don't get what the argument was for that. I forgot what it was. But
tolerance. It's grooming. They use the word tolerance and being PC.
They're adult entertainers, drag queens. They always were. It's adult humor, adult entertainers. It's men dressed as women. It was like, you see, again, we saw it all on telly growing up. It was funny. A lot of straight men enjoy watching that shit. They think it's funny. They dress up and fucking on stag nights and shit. They think it's funny. And a lot, again, this whole straight narrative is really bullshit too. It's so fake. It's unbelievable. Fake as fuck. Do you know what I mean? Trust me, I'm a looker. And I get, I know the fucking real deal. I've trust and believe. But yeah, no, it's a thing of this girl is obviously saying it's female empowerment, but she's shagging barely legal boys without like really taking into consideration. They might regret this in 5 years. Do you know what I mean? Who's watching it? Who's buying it? Do you know what I mean? Like, they're now everywhere. And okay, what? Because they got to shag you. They're weak, they're young, they're stupid. So while you're saying you're empowering yourself, it's at the fucking detriment of these young boys. So fuck you, bitch.
Well, not really.
Yeah. People devalue men and boys too. Like, we don't have souls, we don't have feelings, we don't have emotions, we don't have dignity. Yes, we fucking do. Yes, we do. Some of us.
Yeah, but that's, in all fairness, right? There's an elephant in the room.
Oh no, I've been judgmental. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, God, it's 2024. A slag is a slag.
Yeah.
Male or female.
There's the elephant in the room that we're living in. We have one society, but our one society is fragmented into all the different little slices.
Yeah.
And the general society, or the general PC slice of society, is that men are trash
Mm-hmm.
and women are human beings.
So if it was a guy doing this to 17, 18-year-old girls, would this run? No. Would it run? If it was a guy doing it to guys, would it run? No. So it's bullshit. Female empowerment. You are privileged. You're a privileged white girl and you get to do what you want. That's privilege. Don't act like you're some marginalized community, bitch. No, you're not. You're taking the piss. And I got little nieces, nephews and shit. Do you know what I mean? They're growing up with bitches like you who are going to fucking have to sit there and think, oh, morally quandary their morals, instead of just doing what they're doing and just learn as they go.
No problem.
Even whores had dignity back in the day. They had dignity of some sort, you know,
As
some
long
sort.
as they weren't crack whores or heroin whores.
Yes, then you got to side.
A professional whore.
Cool girls and high-class cool girls, you would not think blink an eyelid. You would think they were there, what? Mayfair and what?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Listen.
I don't care. Like, I'm very much, even if your background is like, you were damned for failure.
Mm.
There was always someone somewhere that pulled you up and said, listen, what you're doing is not okay. And you're like, you can't fucking tell me what to do. It's my body, it's my empowerment. Okay.
Empowerment.
Take the consequences that come with it. Because
She's soulless. She is.
I
And
made-
this was soulless, bro.
I made someone have a fit of rage.
Mm.
The difference, they was comparing the whole double standard of a slag and a man who's successful with women.
Okay.
So that, a male slag and a woman slag, why is there that double standard, blah, blah, blah. And I said to them, okay, well, look, if you go and fuck 100 people, your actions has made you a whore, right?
Well, technically, a whore is selling it.
Oh, selling it. Okay, you're a slag.
Yeah. Well, this girl's a whore.
Yeah.
She's a whore by profession.
Yeah. But that goes back to a couple shows. You know, the code switching, the word switching.
Yes.
The definition of
I don't
whore
go
is-
for none of that.
Yeah, I don't either. But the remark was, she tried to tie in racism and women's double standards. And I was like, that doesn't make sense, because I didn't shag 100 women to become black.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, and
They're like,
become black,
to become black,
Yeah.
to be judged.
Yes.
I was born black.
Right.
Maybe, all right, I can change it, but I can't change that I will always be
Can't change the
perceived.
DNA.
Yeah, the DNA don't change.
No.
I can look white. I can paint it on
You
even.
still ain't gonna pass a white. I'm sorry. Even Michael didn't pass a white. I'm sorry.
Exactly. but in how you're perceived by the world, your actions bear a load.
Yeah.
That
you can control.
Yeah. You can be black and not be a stereotype.
Yes.
You can be black and you can be stereotyped.
Right.
But your actions, how you conduct yourself, speech, all of it, being able to code switch, being able to socialize outside of your ethnic groups, can negate that. There are some circles that you will never be let into because of that.
Yeah.
The same way that there's circles and there's things that a slag and a whore will never be able to walk into.
I mean, let me speak for myself. I've slept around. Do you know what I mean? Like, sure. One night stands. I never saw no problem with that. One night stand was nothing to me. Nothing. I preferred it because I was just, I didn't want to be in love. I didn't want to be in a relationship. So I preferred if I just, you know what I mean, to have the one night thing and that's that. A lot of young people do. Do you know what I mean? That's not my walk now. But it's not judging this girl in the sense of that's not her autonomy. She can't do that. She can do what she wants with her vagina. It's when you're affecting other people and you're soulless and you've got no dignity, no values, and you're denigrating, you know what I mean, values. Like, this can't be normalized. It's nothing good comes from normalizing this.
No, it's too far gone.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's way too far gone.
right,
It's too far.
I don't believe that. I really don't. I
Too
believe
far
it,
gone.
you know, it's not. It really is. Again, if people are taught values, then they would adopt them because it comes with self-respect, respecting others, sexual health, which is a big thing. Let's be healthy. Why not? Like, you know what I mean? It comes to a lot of great things.
70. This is bullshit. This is bullshit statistics.
You know?
This is bullshit statistics of mine. You can ignore it. But 70% of the generation below us, male or female, are whores that are inclined to OnlyFans. 90% of the generation below them are whores that are all inclined to
Sexism valued. Sexism even valued. So she's even talking empowerment. Well, you're not even valuing sex. You're not valuing it. It's nothing to you. It's nothing. So what else is nothing to you? Everything is just soulless.
Yeah.
You're not barely human to me.
It's all about
Demon, you know what I mean? Like,
it's all about the Benjamins, baby.
yeah, sorry, soulless, mate.
Yeah. But
Yeah, good luck to her.
yeah.
She made 3 million this year, so she's profiting, and they are walking out maybe with an SCD, with a film they can't control over because they've been manipulated by an older woman. Like, there's a lot of factors to this. Do you know what I mean? Fucking.
How old is she?
She's 25.
Okay.
She ain't no young something. She's pushing 30. Get me? Like, you're and a paedophile potentially.
Well, you know, as long as they're all legal.
If there was we don't even know that. That's just what she says. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Where's the police? Please, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go and check. Has she got them IDs on record? Because she's a white blonde girl. She gets to get the fuck away with everything.
Oh, let me tell you this.
Privilege.
I've said it. I spoke about this in way past couple seasons ago, right?
Yeah.
Hot for Lexi on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Hot for Lexi and her whole little troop of, they all have similar names like that. Hot for
Like
Lexi and
a little girl gang.
Vanessa V something for one.
It's,
Yeah.
that's it.
All of them were on OnlyFans
Mm.
doing it all before they were 60. I think they were like between 16, 17, 18. And at the time, the workaround that they had, someone 21 and over registers,
Mm-hmm.
and then they do their performance with whosoever. The person uploading is the only person that's actually checked out, and it isn't until someone raises the flag and says, this is a minor,
Yeah.
that they go back and they check,
Yeah.
and they ask for evidence and this and that.
Pornhub, yeah, the owner, Mind Geek, has like a handful of moderators out in Greece or some shit. Like, so, like, they can't do the job. It's not possible. There's been whistleblowers, so like, we can't fucking get everything. We're sending things out. We're just letting things go all the time. There's no such thing as sexual moderation. It's a myth. It's a fucking lie. All these companies should be sued. They should be destroyed. They should be thrown out because they're all illegal. They're disgusting. Like, it's all a lie. This whole healthy sex work, sex work is work. I'm not denying that. But like healthy sexual moderation, and it can be done in a way where lust can be contained and done healthily, is a fucking lie.
Mm.
It's all bullshit. You're all being lied to.
Yep, true.
And the people that just think, oh no, it's Pornhub, of course, yeah, everything, the minor is going to be flagged. Shut up. There's someone who went missing, a girl who went missing last year, and she got found on Pornhub getting raped in like 25 videos, and she's like 15. Do you know what I mean? Like, being raped, that's how she got found.
Oh shit.
And that's just one example. Yeah, this is the real fact. So fuck bitches like this, because she's just perpetuating bollocks,
Yeah.
damaging. Yeah,
Let's see what the consequences are.
we'll see.
All that money in the world, but
She's doing podcast guest appearances, so she's fine. No one gives a fuck because she's white and blonde. And if it was a white and blonde guy, he wouldn't get away with this. So talking about, you women need to check yourselves in the modern times about privilege and unprivileged.
I feel like there wouldn't be as much fanfare, but they'd get away with it. There's so many black males, you know, there's so many black men, Asian men, white men on OnlyFans that are killing it right now. But the spotlight in our society's slice is on female creators.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, these female creators make more money during their prime years when they're under 30. But once they hit the wall, it's another ball game. But the men out there, like, there's his name. His name has slipped out of my mind. But there was one Notorious has been given HPV1, HPV2 to everyone that he's worked
Oh
with,
my God.
and he's been going at it since 2019,
See?
2020. And there's so many others out there that
Mm.
are making their millions, their quiet millions, but again, our society doesn't care, doesn't value men. So no one's going to go
No.
and say, oh, so-and-so third leg, whatever's worked with all of them. You might notice them, you might not, but they have
That's just what's on
heavy
camera.
impact.
What about what's not on camera?
Wow. There we go.
Do you get me?
What doesn't make it to the cut? I'm sure there's,
And if they're selling themselves on OnlyFans, they're selling themselves on the side too.
of
You're
course.
not as stupid if you don't think that. If they're not taking Johns and, lassies, whatever the fuck the female version of a trick is.
Of course they are.
You know what I mean? Like,
So-
come on now.
Yes. But you've only got so much time.
Yeah.
You've only got so much time, so yes. Ex-bodyguard and promoters are trying to out Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, I don't like this.
What is it? Is it that
There's
he's
nothing
in the Diddy
illegal.
camp? Or is it that he's gay?
Well, all right. So he's done a interview on ET. You know, people. I think he's been on Breakfast Like Black. The black community will ask him a question, and he was just like, whatever. But he was on the red carpet for ET.
Mhm.
So obviously, there a white woman's probably just going, "What do you think about Diddy?" And he's gone, "Well, I think we should all kind of hold our peace until, things are done with." Like a very, very on the fence
Yeah.
situation. He didn't damn it, but he also didn't condemn it. He was just kind of like, "Who am I to be talking like? Maybe some of us should just simmer down.
Mhm.
This is for the courts and for the whatever, you know."
Okay.
So everyone's side-eyeing him like, we know all of you lot are like buddies. All of you.
Well, what did come to mind is that I saw a clip of him, Diddy, and Coi Leray. Coi Leray.
Oh, right.
And
Oh, Benzino's daughter.
yeah, and you see Busta Rhymes like tap Diddy and give him that she's off limits
Yeah, okay.
kind of look. Or he even says it in the clip, she's off limits.
Okay. So,
And then Diddy sort of backpedals, falls back.
Mhm.
But yeah,
well, basically, ex-bodyguard from party promoters are coming out talking, and saying, well, they're trying to out him as bisexual or some shit. Whatever. Fucking whatever. Nothing illegal. They're just giving examples. So they're saying, so party promoters are saying, for as long as we've worked with him, as long as the decades or whatever, a condition for his section is fun boys, is what they're calling them. Young guys who want to party. They don't say they're pimped out or nothing like that. They're just saying, say if you was a big rapper and you want young girls who want to have a drink and have a laugh and chill out.
Mhm.
Basically that, but guys,
Yeah.
right? And he's talking about one guy in particular. This guy said, okay, let me give you an example, the ex-bodyguard. And he said, Don Benjamin's. So I think he started on Instagram and he's become, you know how they become actors and models and shit. He's a mixed race guy with green eyes, so on and so on. So they're saying, I don't know why I'm laughing, but they're saying, so this ex-bodyguard was his friend and he went in and then he's saying Don Benjamin had another friend with him and this other friend happened to be gay.
Right.
And he's like, this guy's cool, like gay, not gay, who gives a fuck type shit. But he's like, so they walk in a club and obviously he knows Buster because he's his ex-bodyguard.
Yeah.
He's saying, mate, Buster just would not leave this Don Benjamin alone. Would not he's telling everyone it, like, I need him and get him in my section, like to the point where he grabbed Don Benjamin like this and pulled him through the ropes, like, come baby, come baby. Do you get me? And then and all of this stuff. So I'm sitting here like, I don't like this. Just like, what are you really saying?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
what? Well, this is and saying Don Benjamin and the other guy stayed in that section all night and they ended up leaving. Where's the illegality?
Yeah.
We want illegalities. We want he raped someone, touched someone, smacked someone. That's what we should be talking about here. They're just trying to come at Buster now on some like, you gay type shit.
Yeah.
Which ain't none of your fucking business. What
Well,
Buster be doing.
I think as long as Buster wasn't giving it all that, anti-gay slurs and anti this and that in the past.
I don't know him to be, but he's Jamaican, so I guess so. They all do it. West Indians, we're known for that. We're known for that. LGBTQ gets the brunt of the whatever.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not that I don't care, but it's that if they're consenting adults, what they do is
Yeah,
is
that's what I thought.
yeah. got to fall back on it.
Yeah.
Can't say much.
It's not people's business. Like, you're meant to be trusted people, them. Like the security coming out and chatty patties for the
Yeah, it's because they're getting money for it, innit?
money.
It's money. It's money.
Yeah, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Even Diddy's security guard, that one.
Him is different because he's seen a lot of shit that's illegal. So he's speaking about that in order to unburden himself and make it clear that he wasn't. That's something else. Where if
Yeah. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. It's the fucking money. Because whilst you was getting your stipend and you was he probably got blackballed for one reason or another because he started bitching behind closed doors and he thought, you know what, let me actually out him to the public and get some money off this.
Yeah.
In all fairness, security guards, entourage, friends and family, technicians, you work in the industry, you have slipped a note for a couple £100 to TNT.
Oh my God, the security are terrible. And this, I come from a family of security, yeah? So they're all terrible. I'm sorry, you're all dubious. The point is, like, shut your mouth. Like, to me, security, if they come out and open their mouth about anything, you are despicable. Like, it's like a code.
Yeah.
That your job is to secure this person's privacy in all forms of merits. If there's something illegal, that you then do something, right? Either pull them aside, and they all do. That's part of their job too. It's kind of to keep them out of trouble a lot of times too. You know what I mean? Like, this is too much now. Because I'm security, I can fuck you up now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're like, all right, cool. You know? But like, if you come out and your security respected, look, you ain't never going to work again. No one's going to fucking trust you again. You're scum.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially for money too. Like, what a desperation move.
Yeah. It's not the celebrity's fault or anyone else's fault that you did not arrange your pension. Like,
I blew through it.
Yeah, you blew through it in the golden days, and now you've got a lifetime of secrets that you're going to trade for money.
Or maybe you're that untrustworthy, no one would work with you, and now you've got no choice but to continue that kind of streak of fine, and let me tell it all out now.
Yeah, after all, you were complicit because for money, you did not whistleblow, you did not report crimes that you were aware of.
Yeah, a witness to or a party to even.
Yeah, some people actually benefit from therapy and support in the early stages after it happens.
Yeah.
So you could have saved lives.
Yeah. Security see everything. Everything.
There's victims that may have overdosed, that may have, had mental breakdowns, be institutionalized, anything.
Security is rated a lot too. A lot. I'm not talking about in Tesco's, bitch, either. You know what I mean? I'm talking about, high private security is what I'm talking about. That's all I know. That's all I know information on. Even worked it at a time. It wasn't my thing, but because of the dubious nature of it all. But at the end of the day, it was like, they get paid so much fucking money, and part of it is to shut the fuck up. People let people talk, but not you, bitch. Code of silence, bitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Real talk. I still believe that now. I believe in secrets. I do believe in secrets. I don't believe in like covering up crimes. I believe in secrets like trustworthiness and loyalty.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
But not like crimes and shit. That's different.
Yeah, man, that's joint enterprise.
Yeah. That's part and parcel. Right, next topic. North Korean troops deployed into Ukraine against Russia.
Yeah. Russia,
Confused.
no, it's the other way around. Russia's running out of troops and they're using North Korean troops to go in against Ukraine.
So yeah, I'm confused, about all of this. I'm like, what North Korea got to do with anything?
Communist, isn't it?
It's fight for communism.
It's that old communist kind of, let's lend you a hand because of the...
So why were they saying these Korean troops were in Ukrainian garb?
Oh shit, are they?
That's why I was confused. I was like, so there must be... Yeah, I was completely confused on this one.
I skimmed through it. I didn't actually go and read in detail, but I think in somewhere that it was that North Korea is lending troops to Putin.
Yeah, I think you're right here, because it says on 20th October, Pentagon confirmed recent intelligence reports that North Korea has deployed 10,000 troops to fight in Russia's war against Ukraine. NATO general said that some North Korean units had already reached the Kursk region, and the deployment was a significant escalation and a dangerous expansion of the war.
Yeah.
Wayne, what you lot do in Britain and America ain't that dangerous expansion of the war?
course.
We could have left this shit alone. Let them fight their own battle.
All they needed to do was just
They wouldn't have won. They'd be all gone by now.
all this boils down to Ukraine wanting to join NATO and Ukraine being tied in a treaty with Russia stating no to joining NATO. You have to remain neutral so that there is a buffer zone between NATO and Russia. Russia does not want NATO right on their doorstep,
Yeah.
not only in Poland, which they already are in.
I mean, they were created against Russia. That's the whole reason for NATO was to fight Russia.
Yeah.
Why would they want them on their doorstep?
Exactly.
You know?
And Ukraine thought, actually, no, we're in EU now. I don't know if they completely are in.
They got invited after the war started.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Pure fuckery. It's fuckery.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want.
I lost track of this war a long time ago. It's not really my cup of tea.
I'm really just concerned.
It's whites fighting whites. I don't give a fuck.
That's racist.
No, he's not. Take me to court.
Oh no, I don't want to read this. Diddy's accused of rape of a child.
Yes, multiple.
Multiple.
The youngest is 10. Spike soft drink. Yeah, and this is official. I think it's the Busby law firm. All official, all been verified, all been checked, all been... He don't go to court for nothing unless it's verified. But it's a part of the 120 glob of accusations, I guess we call them, lawsuits. 120 lawsuits, all filed separately in different states across America and even international, that he's taken, through. And plenty of children.
So if that's 120, I am perplexed.
Banking institutions have been included, like corporations, celebrities, politicians, all of them. He said they're all a part of it all. He said this is a disgusting, horrific, whatever you want to call it. But he's also saying that a lot of celebrities are settling out of court right now with victims. So their names don't get out, which I don't think should be allowed, but it's a civil situation. So I guess that's the whole point.
Wait, hold on. How is a crime a civil?
Because sometimes you have a better case taking it civil and then let the federal government take it up as criminal because they've got a 98% conviction rate. Where if you go for them and put it in the system, fuck knows when and where it's going to be dealt with. Like, it will get lost, trust me. Like, it's better to go civil. Cassie, remember?
Yeah.
She was working with them on the side, but she had to go civil to get it out there in the open, get all the shit happened. I think it's come out now that the person that leaked that video was federal government. They leaked it because it's like, they got to do something. These people are powerful. They're privatized. Everything's tied up. It's a conglomerate of sort.
Yeah.
Horrible stuff. Horrible. But yeah, so he's worse than R. Kelly. And come on now, he's 10 times worse. And more powerful. Oh, and he's pleading innocent, of course. That's how you know how fucking powerful he is.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. So consumers of HP printers complaining about instant ink subscriptions.
I've experienced it at work,
Oh no.
but maybe not as bad as other people, because the generation of printers that we're using, we can still kind of get away with bypassing the whole authentic ink thing.
Okay.
Whereas I know with newer ones, it's like you have to order it from them. You've got to pay the monthly subscription. They compromise the cartridges so that they're not...
Can't use them.
Yeah, it's like it's below halfway.
Yeah.
There's still a third of it left. It won't let you use.
They'll use it to print out a renew your subscription. That's it. That's all it's printed. Renew your subscription to Instant Ink from HP. That's it. Like, and everyone's like, how the fuck is this illegal? Like, and this is the thing with these subscription models. Like, yeah, what is legal and what isn't? Because everyone's just going from kind of pay to own to subscription, which you don't own shit.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you would buy a Photoshop, what, 700 quid? Now it's subscription.
And everyone thought I was cheap and was a troll.
Yeah.
When I was moaning and complaining about subscription. Why are they allowed to just put their hand in your account whenever they feel like?
Hit your account bare times.
Yeah.
And if they can't get it then through Apple, if you pay through Apple Pay, they'll come for you through Apple or through Google Play. They'll hit it through that too.
Yeah.
And we're all raking up, like, our bills maybe back in the day would have been a marginal. We had budgets where now subscriptions get out of hand. And if you get average persons, it's like £300. It's because we can't keep track. We're like, oh, $5 here, Disney Plus. Oh, $5 here, Netflix. Oh, $5 here for my printer. Oh, $5 like what? This all added up.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
No,
I've closed down accounts over it.
it's insidious. Like,
Yeah.
so the marketing too. Like, it's made so alluring and cheap, so they're making you act like, look, it's nothing, it's cheap, but it's not.
Yeah, it isn't.
You know?
It isn't. And it works out as more by having it on subscription than if you paid for the year.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, what can you buy outright these days?
Nothing.
Didn't they say that? You'll own nothing like it?
Yeah.
So I guess it's working. The plan's moving forward.
We said, yeah. Mark Twain? Was that Mark Twain?
No, that was the WEF, the World Economic Forum.
Okay.
That German geezer who runs it all. Gives Nazi vibes, but that's just my opinion.
1984 has that quote in there as well.
Oh, George Orwell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a smart motherfucker. Maybe knew a bit more than he let on.
Oh.
How else was he ahead of the curve?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do they call it? Predictive programming.
That's true. It's true. Adidas, or for our Deutsche listeners, Adidas and Kanye have reached a settlement for the publishing.
Yeah.
You better pay that black man.
Better give that black man what he deserves.
You better give him his billion or close to it.
You gotta have kept it private, obviously. It must be a lot then.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's probably be out next week talking about how much it was. You know?
He's got like a 1 year, 2 year clause.
Yeah.
He's probably got to give them time to try and recover, but he has hurt their bank.
I mean, like, yeah, because Yeezys, I've never owned a pair. But it's like, yeah, so popular. Like, so popular. Yeah. And they were printing, like, colours that he didn't approve. And in his, obviously, that's part of his agreement with them was, like he designs what comes out through them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty normal. But they were just, after their agreement ended, it was just like, after they ousted him for anti-Semitism.
Yes.
But he claims to be a Jew.
Yes.
Same way I could claim to be Israelite through, you know, the diaspora. He does too.
Oh, okay.
So how can it be anti-Semitism? Prove it.
It's because the European Jew doesn't acknowledge them.
Yeah, racism.
Yeah. If the European Jew doesn't acknowledge you, you're not a Jew. Simple.
Yeah. They don't work that way. Then they need to be educated on that. But who shall say anything to them?
Oh my God, I dare you.
Or have ain't I?
I dare you.
I'm surprised we're running it still.
They're seconds away from nuking women, children, and all sorts.
God.
If
they're going for Iran now.
Yeah.
Oh, stop them, please. Someone stop them, please.
Who?
Look how many countries there in the world. 183 or whatever the fuck, bitches. Do something.
No. The Western diplomatic hemisphere has got the world in a chokehold.
It's disgusting.
The Saudis, for example, yeah, this is something quite pertinent, but Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and I know Dubai is a city in Saudi.
So the UAE.
Yeah, so, you know, United Arab Emirates.
Who love us, by the way.
Hey, we love you too. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Not your human rights violations, but you know, we love you guys.
Now, amongst all of them, are they willing to trigger the fourth crusade? 2, the eternal victim, you know, the star of that region right now, is aggressively expanding and replicating events that we shall not talk about.
Yeah.
From European history.
Yeah.
Everyone is sort of laying in the cut, sitting down, thinking it's not hurting me. The price of oil's going up. We're still making money. We're still doing this and doing that. And everyone is just looking at their, you know, square 1 by 1 box. Steadily and gradually, that region is going to get annexed. And it's going to get annexed.
World War III.
Yeah.
Because they do have to do something. That is the point. I know the countries, I'm not going to put, they are in all these votes. They're all voting against it. The only ones who are vetoing it, again, are the nations who are complicit. Yeah. So this is, like I was saying about, you know, a couple episodes of the UK and Britain, shall I say, this is their 7th genocide. This is them. It's not just Israel. Stop saying Israel, because it's not just them. It's America and the UK are genociding, you know, genocidal maniacs. And Keir Starmer sitting there, please feed them, Israel, feed them. We can't have this go on any longer. You are a full of shit liar.
Yep.
Stop getting in front of the British people who are too dumb half the time to know what the fuck is going on. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Not by their own merit, you know? And lying to their fucking faces. Crying like, no, you must let aid through the borders. You must. You know what I mean? And it's like, you'll stop vetoing it then.
You know?
Am I mad?
Do you know when you go and look at, and this is all cherry picked media, right? When you go and look at statements made by soldiers, you know, they are soldiers.
Yes.
They're not actors in soldiers' uniform.
No.
If they were actors, okay, great. What's the narrative that's being pushed? But when you look at the remarks they make and the actions the things that they do, it's no different to a regime that has, you know, been dissolved perhaps somewhere in the ballpark of like 90 to 100 years ago, in that kind of ballpark.
Yeah.
But it would be a hate speech to draw those comparisons and be like, okay, so have we not learned from historical mistakes?
Well, they're pimping out their own genocidal history in order to validate them doing it to others. And who does that, first of all? Like, who fucking does that? Do you know what I mean? It's like the black people raising up, who never have, by the way. I forgot to leave that, you know, Black History Month. You know, what black nation has come to try and, you know, slave the whites and get revenge? None of us. So at the end of the day, it's they're pimping that out. But like, again, it makes no sense. Oh, this happened to us, therefore we're trying to stop it happening to us again.
They're trauma bonded.
So it makes no sense.
They're not trying to stop it from happening them again.
When I'm saying all the time, like, why is it like, I hate Hitler, right? So it's like a thing where it's like, for years,
Excuse me, we don't.
I
you don't
hate
speak- no, we
Hitler.
don't use that.
hate him.
We
So
do not. We do
for
not use
decades,
that word.
I've critiqued on why is his name in every documentary? Why is he on every TV show? Why is he so famous? Why are people so obsessed with Hitler?
We're not going to gloss over this.
Do you get me?
We do not use the word hate on this podcast. I won't have it.
Hate.
No, I won't have it.
I do. You know, I abhor.
You can say abhor, despise, whatever.
Despicable.
But no.
But he's disgusting, and it's the Rosenbergs of the world keeping his name alive.
Did you see? Have you seen the AI translation of his speeches on TikTok? And people were like,
No.
"Oh my,
Yuck.
it's a thing. It's a thing." Like young. No, but they've translated it into English. An Englishman's voice is saying the things that.
Yeah, they never did that back in the day.
Yeah.
They didn't. I wouldn't say that.
And people were like, "Oh my God, he wasn't wrong. He was right."
About what? Oh, listen.
Listen, you put your critical mind on.
And listen, he hated blacks. That's why I hate him. He hated blacks. And he thought he was persecuting the Jews. Now, I don't think he did, because I don't think they're even Jews. I said this. I'm not ashamed to say it. I think the diaspora are the real Jews. I've said that, you know? That is my biblical belief. And at the end of the day, he thought he was, but I really don't think he was. That's the funny thing. You know what I mean? And all of that. But at the same time, he hated black people, and that's my thing.
Yeah, but what was the difference between his hate for black people and dark?
Because he's white and they're white. That's why. White hate is nullified
no,
between each other.
I mean, what's the difference between his hate for black people
Yeah.
and Chamberlain's hate for white people, or
Who's
Churchill?
Harry Chamberlain.
No. The Prime Minister before Churchill.
Oh.
The Second World War started under Chamberlain. Chamberlain was voted
Yeah,
out.
he
and
wasn't.
Churchill
Yeah, because he
second.
was trying to end the shit.
Yeah,
You know,
and Churchill hated.
Churchill hated everyone, not white. And
Yeah.
people think like that. People don't get that. He's still immortalized in Britain, and they're pulling down all these statues. But Churchill said the nation of India should be bombed because they're all disgusting and they're filth and they're scum and they're like rats. It's on a recording. So at the end of his like historical archives, he was a disgusting racist.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
yeah. It was the mentality of the time.
No, again, so not everyone was like that back then. He was. I take people for who they are. Even like I said, white people, not all white people that way, but I take him for who he was. Winston Churchill was a disgusting white supremacist,
Churchy.
you know, and so was Hitler. Aryan, and let's not forget about, you know, the Kinderschaffen and the Aryan youth and the pure, he was master race. He believed white people were a master race. There's no such thing.
He believed the
no
Scandinavian
such
Aryan
thing.
was.
There's no such thing as a master race. There's no superiority between people. Do you know what I mean? Who's a dumbass? A short, ugly dumbass with a stupid moustache. You know what I mean? But no, like his socialist beliefs or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure propaganda, you know, exists over Hitler. And there are things they've said about him that aren't true.
Yeah,
And the fact he wanted to topple, you know, who he thought was the reigning elite in the world, who he believed were the European Jews,
mm-hmm.
you know, who, again, I don't even believe they are the Jews. I don't, and that's based on biblical stuff too. I'm not just saying that. It says the real Jews' identity will be stolen, and those who steal it are the synagogue of Satan. It says it in the Bible. So tell me how, if they know who they are now, how is that? The Torah is the Bible. You know? Yeah. It's not my own, volition. It says it in the Lord's word.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow. What a show.
I'll leave that to genealogists to work out, shall we? They all lie anyway. But last topic, Angela White.
Was it? Sorry, wasn't that what you spoke about last week about the genealogist? That was it a horse DNA?
Yeah, yeah. So there was a nation of the world. It was a citizen of the world. Apparently, it was a mix of all the races. They're all genealogists are fucking liars. There's one race, the human race. But yes, Angela White, known as Black China, reveals she's joining Love and Hip Hop Miami.
Isn't she a Muslim?
Christian, born again Christian.
Oh, so she's gonna go and be on Love and Hip Hop
Yes,
as a Christian,
born again Christian.
as a born again Christian.
Yes.
But isn't she gonna need to get drunk and fight and pull weaves and
Usually.
be shady?
That's what I know Love and Hip Hop for.
Especially Love and Hip Hop Miami. She's trying to bag Ray J. That's her next victim.
Because maybe they've signed her on one of them things like Mona Scott Young has said to her no, not you. We won't put you in those situations. Drink in your face? No.
Bitch, you thought.
You fool, bitch. Don't do it, Angela. Just don't do it.
I can't wait.
But I mean, she shut down her OnlyFans. She changed her whole shit around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. She did all of that, but guess what?
And she's like, what? She lost a lot of money.
Yeah, but
She's got to do something.
Yeah, but child support's still coming through. Yeah.
I thought he brought that down. I thought he handled that.
Even if it's brought down, can't
be enough for that man. Maybe she bought out the mansion. I reckon with all that money, she paid off the house. That's hers. The car she paid off. That's hers.
Nope.
But the rest, she's got the bills she got to work for.
Nope. She's behind. All of it is always done on finance. It's always credit.
Yeah.
They never buy it outright. And if they do buy it outright, what they do is the equivalent of remortgage, so that they can have liquid whilst still owning the asset, and then they go and make money. That's why they always need to be in the business and earning, so that they can pay off the remortgages, and then they remortgage again and again and again, and the interest compounds.
But if she made hundreds of millions from OnlyFans, why would she continue a mortgage? She ain't that done.
Because it's the running up costs, and to maintain the illusion of wealth, you have to, one, continuously get in cycles of debt, and two, continuously have income and turnover to keep things going. And that's why these social fuck ups always leads to catastrophes, because as soon as your turnover is compromised, it all falls apart like a house of cards. It's like the governments. It's like our governments and local authorities that are one by one going bust. They are going bust because they spent their budgets, and we've had decades of tax affairs where you have to deplete all of your allocated budget so that your next year's budget will be the same or more.
Yes, yeah.
If you save and you show that you are financially responsible, they cut your budget.
Yeah.
They say, oh, you can do with less.
Oh, yeah.
And then you deteriorate.
That's why a lot of even civil servants, like departments, they wait until the last week before the budgets are renewed, and then they're like, spend.
Yeah.
Use it all.
That's why there's always so much roadworks just before April.
Yeah.
From January, they start fucking about with all the roadworks and the repairs and this and that. So if you need something done in your home,
that's the thing. That's why I believe all these numbers for the UK and whatever, and they're saying, well, this isn't enough and that isn't enough. You lot, the way we work, like you just explained, shows that there's more than enough.
There's more than enough.
They just want more,
and it's all made up.
And it's all made up.
Like whenever a mortgage application has been granted for a home,
yes,
for someone who does not have that money, bankers go, okay, you've been approved, and then they just drop the numbers into the seller's account whilst tying you into a mortgage, MORT, mort in French.
Death contract.
Yep.
Yeah.
Engagement. Engage. More. I'm more engaged.
Mhm.
Like. Anyway, It's not a language lesson, but that mortgage, in part to ensure that you're paying the equivalent of a reduced rate rent
Mhm.
as opposed to the rent that you would have paid for social
To
housing
landlord. Yeah.
to a landlord, but at the same time you're tied into interest payments.
Mhm.
The
You
interest,
don't own the house until it's paid off.
exactly, and I mean,
I
depending.
mean, you get the illusion.
Yes, that's
Which is
right.
nice enough.
Yeah,
In their eyes.
I mean, after all,
It's all an illusion.
it's all an illusion.
It's all an illusion.
It's all an illusion. This is not all there is to life.
No,
There's
there's way
life.
more.
Yeah, there's life beyond life.
There is.
The Hollywoodism and the lifestyles that are presented
Mm-hmm.
are fraudulent, and
For sure.
and
They're giving people aspirations they really do have to morally be bankrupt for.
yep.
You know, you have to give it all away.
And just like I would like to remind Bonnie Blue, is it Bonnie Blue? Is that Bonnie Blue's name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Okay, Bonnie Blue, Black China, and all of the other OnlyFans whores.
Yes.
Research matters. We have the databases. It will never be gone.
She has no shame in this one. Soulless. She don't care.
Yeah, no, it's okay. She will, because you know when when the cobwebs start to build up, when you
She'll be selling that pussy at 80.
yeah, no problem. No,
And there's a market for that too. Don't you worry.
that there is, but
You know,
the damage will be done, and once the damage is done, you ain't coming back.
just making sure she damages everyone else across the way too. And that's what I don't like. If you want to take it on your back, bitch, like I said, get on your back.
Yeah, but
You know?
that's no different. That's no
Get on
different.
your back.
That's no different to the many people who live this lifestyle, contract a lifelong disease, illness, whatever, and they perpetuate it. They literally go
Can
out to
manifest
spread
it
it.
away, they think. They can manifest
Mhm.
the disease away in their minds and then it doesn't exist. Usher.
Yes, it will, you know, that manifestation will go away along with your life
Yes.
and your heartbeat.
It'll be manifest in death.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what can we say? I ain't judging it.
No, I mean, I don't give a fuck. It's just more of like, someone got to say something.
Yeah, I'm a happy fellow.
Otherwise, they come for you too. Like, didn't you say many a time?
Yes,
Mm.
yes. But guess what? I ain't got shit.
Really? Don't say that.
No. It's
Don't
not,
say that.
it's not that I ain't got shit to lose. I ain't got shit you want.
I don't say that either.
No,
One man's trash is another man's treasure now.
well,
What you call nothing, they like, ha! Let me come for that shit.
they should probably come and give me a laptop then, because
I know budget. Give us a budget. Someone, please.
I checked the EMI on my laptop. It was first set up in 2013.
Oh God, they put that in the music.
I've still got
Japan.
a disk
Okay.
drive. I've still got a disk drive.
I know. Keep it. Keep the fucking disc drives, guys. Keep them. Keep
Yeah.
them. DVD technology is sick, bro. Keep that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, right? I'm not like, research matters, yes, but I'm not interested in horse.
Let's just go back to the original porn. And that weren't good either. Like I said, the Pornhub and blah. But let's go back to like studios and like people who sign up and get paid properly, and it's lighting and there's production
Yeah, but even
and
they
storylines.
weren't paid properly. The porn stars of
They're
yesterday,
all unhappy. I mean, I've heard the
Yeah.
testimonies. They're definitely unhappy.
there is no
Listen,
joy.
getting fucked for a living is not. It's not
no
what you lot
joy in
think
it.
it is. Yeah.
There's no joy
soulless.
in it. You're
Anything
not,
in the flesh, just the flesh, is pointless. You know what I mean?
yeah, man.
You should live in the spirit of your life and just see what comes with that. You know, even if you got to let things go and suffer a bit. Okay,
Fellas,
you're not alone.
if you put your dick in it and your soul doesn't vibrate and resonate, and you want to continuously return to keep putting your dick in there, stop it. Don't do it.
Don't just pick up diseases either. You pick up energy,
Yeah.
spirit, potentially, depending on what faith you are, if you believe in that or not. Half of you do, since it's Halloween tonight.
There we go.
You all believe in it. So
Most of these whores are cancerous and have a death shadow over them.
death shadows, bruv. Jezebel spirit is,
Yeah, that's it. Jezebel.
you know, he just wants to devour you and destroy. That's it's there. We believe it's there for.
Yeah, man. I count myself a lucky one, you know, because
Yes, I
Don't
got
get-
right taken advantage of in my time. I can
Mm.
say that. As a boy, do you know what I mean? Got right taken advantage of. Everyone wanted it. and got it too. You know what I mean? They took right advantage of my meek soul, you know.
Mhm.
Not no more.
nah, man. Man, right now, delicate little flower. I'm in the
Yeah,
spoiled.
value. There's nothing
Good.
wrong with value. You know what I mean? And if you find love, trust me, the experience is 10 times better when you're shagging someone you love.
You know,
Should you have the pleasure?
I giggle on the inside and think, my missus cooks for me. She will cook for me.
Well, that's even better then.
I put on weight.
Yeah, love does
Wait.
that too.
I put on weight. But don't worry, I'm back in the gym.
Like, you know, a man's happy is when he puts pounds in the pounds.
Yeah, but I'm back in the gym because you know, the weight can have an impact on performance.
She'd be like, who you looking good for anyway?
It's for us,
You'd be size of an ass and I'd love ya.
it's for us, baby. It's for us.
Oh, but yes, guys, I believe that's all we have for this segment. So we're going to pay some bills and get back to you in a bit. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Shout out to the Japanese listeners. Planet Vexed Music and Saint have released the all-new extended play, Shining Moments, featuring several of the promotional singles released by Saint in 2024, including the new J-Pop Club mix, The Best Ones. To learn more and to secure both your digital or physical copy, you can head over to topmusic.jp/saint or bandsintown.com/saint. You can stream and download the EP now from all major Japanese digital retailers, limited select stores across the globe. Now, let's take it T Tokyo. 日本のリスナーの皆さんに感謝。プラネットベクストミュージックとセイントが新しい EP Shining Moments をリリースしました。2024年にセイントが発表したプロモーションシングルのいくつか、そして新しい J-POP クラブミックス The Best Ones も収録されています。詳細を知り、デジタル版またはフィジカル版を手に入れるにはtopmusic.jp やセイントの公式サイトバンディンタウン .com サイントにアクセスしてください。 EP は日本国内の主要なデジタルストアや世界中の限定店舗でストリーミングおよびダウンロードが可能です。 Thanks for listening.
Welcome back to Vexed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader,
And me, Saint.
and we're now in the infamous, the scandalous, the outrageous, the fanatical, the insane, the Vexed segment of the show.
Hey.
Ah, angry people, loads of angry people. You fucking can't. Wait. What's the saying? There's a turd in the There's a turd in the pool.
There's a turd in the pool.
There's a turd.
There's a turd in the pool.
Okay, the term is there's a turd
Everyone's
in the
worst
pool.
nightmare.
No, not a turd. So you if you're new to this, fuck off and go listen to an older show.
Catch up, bitch.
Yeah, and if not, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored Vexed moments.
Should I go first?
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so I'm going to start off with Miss Kalina Harper.
Okay, this is new to me. I don't know who that is.
Diddy Dirty Money.
Diddy Dirty Money?
Remember? Remember? Remember?
I don't remember. Diddy Dirty Money?
So Diddy Dirty Money was when Diddy took Dawn Richard from Danity Kane
Mhm.
and then got another black girl.
Okay,
Yeah. And made a group.
okay,
And Kalina Harper is that girl.
okay.
So when Dawn Richard put in her lawsuit, she said as much as she could say.
Mhm.
And one was Kalina Harper. Whenever something was going down at one time, you know, they've gone over Kalina and Dawn to Diddy's place, and you know, Cassie's cooking some eggs, and he comes down and says, "Bitch, you take too long. You take too long, bitch. You never get my shit right." He punched her, took the frying pan, dashed it up in her head. Yes, dragged Cassie up the stairs, Oh, Dawn's like, oh my God. Kalina's dragging Dawn out like, bitch, mind your business. Now she's doing this interview with some new place after. By the way, she's married to a good friend of Diddy's. She's married to, you know.
Oh, she's in the family then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember in the Dawn's lawsuit, it said after that specific incident with Cassie, he invited them to the studio and gave them both flowers. Kalina and Dawn, and said, bitches, if you talk about anything, you know, this is his favourite line. Bitches go missing. I make you disappear. That's what he tells everybody, apparently. You know, bitches go missing. So Dawn, they're like, and Kalina's just like, okay. Do you know what I mean? But Kalina's now done some new interview where she's clearly intoxicated, looking a hot damn mess, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
Saying stuff like, you know, he's the one, you know, he's bigger than life. You know, saying stuff like he's who she aspired to be like.
Okay.
You know, and all sorts of dumb shit like this. Now, she has clearly witnessed so much stuff. And even when the lawsuit with Dawn came out, she's like, don't bring my name in this. Don't bring my name type thing. Do you know what I mean?
I won't dare. No.
Just because your boyfriend, husband, whatever, most likely got his back broken by Mr. Diddy. Do you know what I mean? Because all his friends, they all seem to be, you know, with the debauchery and the lack of boundaries.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no such thing as friendships. They're all sex buddies, allegedly. Do you know what I mean? And now your dumbass is being manipulated and kept on side to the point where you've been pushed out to do this interview and you've had to drink yourself silly to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not blind. Do you know what I mean? Where's your fucking, like, soul? Where is it? Because I can't.
It's in Diddy's drawer.
It's in the drawer.
Yeah, it's in the filing cabinet.
And you know when it came out, like the feds was like, well, he called someone, one of the witnesses or someone we subpoenaed 52 times before. That was Kalina.
Oh no!
Like, bitch, you better shut the fuck up. All the type of shit. You know what I mean? Like Kalina, she could really. She's. Ugh. I hate when people have it. All they've got to do is get a bit of gravitas, a bit of backbone, and they just will not do it. Like, they just won't fucking do it. And it's fine to be weak. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It is. It's fine. You can be scared. You can be weak. But the bitch ain't alone. If Dawn can do it, Dawn was saying, like, he will lock me up in the fucking, I go over for a studio session. It's a free coffee. He's locking the dons on me.
Yeah.
Locking me in Bentleys and shit. Like, with, like Bentleys where she get in, like, they locked you in. So you think, let me lock, there's no door handles. Because he's retrofitted it. The lock bitches into. Lucky you forgot to take her phone. You know what I mean? And she's calling her dad, like, and her dad had to fly from another state to be like, Diddy, where's my daughter? Where's my daughter? You know what I mean? And then threatened the father's life. It's all in that lawsuit. Threatened his life and said, I will take your life if you keep talking to me about your daughter and all this dumb shit. I will take your life. Scaring the father, intimidating the father, saying he's killed their family, allegedly. You know what I mean? So, Kalina, you're a dumbass and you need to get a backbone. And I don't like it when I see women just, you can tell you're clearly being dominated. I don't like it. It just makes me, especially black women, I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's disgusting to me, you know? And obviously, just to add on to that, like Quincy, all the sons, the mom have done this statement with some like photo on a bouncy castle talking about these are all lies.
Yeah.
These accusations are, you know, terrible. They're all lies and all this shit. And it's like, now Quincy's bringing out an EP and fucking a reality show on his YouTube channel. Do you think that's smart? With Diddy in it. There's a promo episode, like promos that he's put out with Diddy in him. You lot are dumb. You're going to put yourself in jail. Like, you're going to incriminate him further.
Yeah, but it's PR, innit?
And where's this white girl that he adopted? Do you remember? The little white girl, Ava?
Yeah.
Well, there was a white girl called Ava who went missing. She's exactly the right age. Her father reported her missing when the school called him and said she was out of school for 21 days because the mother had custody, majority custody, see her weekends. So the school said Ava Baldwin was this girl's name.
Yeah.
She's been missing. Well, the mother has drug issues. The mother has issues. They've slept on the street. They've whatever. So it's come to a situation, in my eyes, like he's been done for sex trafficking now in public. Is there a possibility he bought this girl? What did he do on that video where he's like, yes, I adopted a white child? First of all, say that in front of this little girl's damaging a white child. Like, what does that even mean? Like, you're fucking weird, first of all. And then you got Quincy in the back and the other son all grinning, ha ha, and giggling for. What are you giggling for? What are you giggling for?
He's like, I'm reverse Angelina Jolie in the whole situation.
Like making a joke out of it. And everyone kind of just forgot this girl exists. So people have done digging on her TikTok or whatever, and it just looks like she's still on Star Island, just locked up probably on Star Island with his motherfucking handlers. Do you know what I mean? Like, is this girl is Ava Combs, potentially Ava Baldwin, same age, same everything. They look, I mean, they got the same color eyes. They've got the same
Don't say something.
color.
Say no racial
They've
shit.
got
man.
everything. You know what I mean? They look exactly the same.
Ah, shit.
And where's the mother? Where's the mother? Probably dead. Do you know what I mean?
Who is the adoption agency? Like, there's always CPS involvement, or at
The
least
girl, he said, tell them how on that video. Tell them how I got. Well, yeah, he found me on the streets. So she says in that video that he adopted her from the streets. What does that mean? Like, how does he do these things in front of our faces and we're all just like, even you were saying he has lyrics in a song, like, and haha, and laughing about on a song. And it's like, what?
Or is it never been arrested for no domestics?
Right.
It's Feels So Good. Mace. It's a Mace track.
Yeah.
Mace Feels So Good featuring Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
He's done a few rounds on podcasts.
Yeah. Still
with Camden.
a mess.
No. He's
Okay.
at face value. He's all right. He's all right. He sort of checks out, but the association during that time period. What did you see, or what do you know that made you run? Because of course, the money and your royalties is something that will make you go and run.
That's what I last heard about Mace when he said he robbed him. Like, he got nothing. He stitched him up left, right, and centre.
Yeah.
That's the last I remember about Mace.
Yeah, well, at least Mace left with his life.
Yeah.
He left with his life, and he's sort of bounced back.
Yeah. But yeah, Shine, even like in one thing, he's like, and one of the interviewers are like, so, was you part of, these freak-offs? And he went, no, let's not talk about that. Let's not, wow. Like, I'm sitting here like, you can't even lie straight.
He said, how you know, but who you been talking to? How you know
Who you
about
been said to? God bless Belize. But yeah, that's my, and my other one is obviously, again, tonight is All Hallows Eve,
Yes.
which is, again, it's a satanic high holiday, It's not attached to any other religion. There's not a religion on the earth other than Satanism to which it's a holiday.
Pagans.
No. It's a high holiday for Satanists. It's not
Really?
part of any. That's what I'm always confused about. So, like, where I'm living at now, like, you think it's Christmas? There's one house here where they've got actual big blow-up Frankensteins and lights and strings, like it's fucking Cranks of Christmas or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? And this year, yeah, like, it looks like the 90s, like the way all the kids are out and actually trick-or-treating, and like, it's just bigger than life now. And yeah, I just want to remind you guys, it's a satanic high holiday. Tonight, they will be ritually abusing animals, children, each other. Obviously you can't do this to your average person. This is where undocumented, sex slaves and missing children and missing people and I'm not saying it, like, go and check FBI, CIA records, they're all public, like, go and look into it. This is where all that plays into. And yeah, a lot of people don't know that. This is my annual Halloween rant, you know what I mean? And that's what that is. It's a satanic high holiday. And there are Satanists who have come out of that and said they cannot believe the world is celebrating this. They cannot, they're overjoyed that you are all celebrating with the spirits tonight. That you're rejoicing in unclean spirits and you're doing this, you're partaking and participating. They're really happy about it.
Of course. I don't play that shit, man.
They love
Yeah, I ain't with that fuck shit.
Yeah. I mean, everyone else takes a holiday seriously. We can all attach things to where they come from. Diwali is tonight, for instance, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And but Halloween even overtakes a legitimate holiday from an actual religion. Because why? Because, like I said, I believe this world is governed by the spirit world. Half of you are doing this, you don't even know why. Why are you so excited? Why are you so happy? Why, like, this is the 1 month of the year where everyone focuses on death, gore, pain, misery, like, everything bad.
See, the last time that I looked, and when I say looked into it, I mean the last time I Google searched in like 2009, maybe 2010, maybe even as early as 2008.
Yeah.
The origins of Halloween. What came up was it used to be as part of a pagan holiday.
There is one, yeah, where they kind of dressed up to scare off spirits.
Yeah, and it was All Hallows Mass, All Hallows Eve, and the the practice is that when you're dressing up as these spirits want to, just like
Well,
Day
they
of
think
the
you're
Dead.
one of them, so they pass you on by.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the tradition of knocking at people's homes and say trick or treat
Mm-hmm.
is, are you going to be tricked by the
Right,
spirits,
spirit.
or will you treat the spirits
Right.
and they leave you be?
So it all comes back down to the actual acknowledgement of unclean spirits.
Yeah.
You can't even remove it from Halloween. It's impossible. So you can't remove sun worship from yoga. You can't. It's a Hindu practice. Every move, everything was created to worship a Hindu sun god. You can't remove it. You can't. This is why born again Christian stuff like is forbidden. You can't do it. When I see churches opening their halls for yoga classes, I'm sitting here like, bitch, what? Like, what? You know? So yeah, it's very strange, and I get it. People say, "Oh, what about Christmas? You know, that's Saturnalia." That's the Romans' fault. That's the Catholics' fault. That's the Roman Empire's fault that they wanted to, do that. Move Christmas to Saturnalia. Jesus was born in January. Allegedly, as much as the humans can decipher that on, it was in January. So, it's a situation where it's like, I get that, I get it. But like, okay, expose the truth then, expose it. Why should Halloween be left out? Like, listen, bonfires, fireworks, this whole month has been like a holiday. Halloween's not a holiday, guys.
Well,
It's
in
not-
the UK, you get 2-week half term right
That's
smack
just
bang around this time.
Yeah, but it's not an acknowledged holiday by any country on the planet.
It's not, is it?
Is not. So the fact, don't be fooled by the companies doing half off Halloween, Halloween discount, holiday. It's not a fucking holiday for anyone other than Satanists.
You know what? The whole Black Friday thing has fizzled out now. It's not as much of a bigger deal as it used to be when
Even
you tried
that
to
has
bring it over.
terrible.
Oh, yeah, Black Friday sales, isn't it? Black
It's
sales.
slaves,
Black sales.
Thanksgiving, the massacre of Native Americans, like, just pay it. I will pass a woman, because right now I live in an area that's very hoity-toity white neighborhood. She had a big Native American sundress on in front of my face. I had to look at this bitch like, you got to be fucking kidding me. My Arawak ancestors did not die for this. Bitch.
She said, look, I'm Pocahontas. I'm underage. I'm underage Pocahontas.
This is a grown woman in her 40s.
Yeah, but Pocahontas was underage. She was
She
like
was,
13, 14.
Yeah, she's a baby child.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sick. It's just sick. Do you know what I mean? Like, the blind, the unspiritual mind. And it's fine because, I expect that. But like, come on now, sharing our holiday with Satanists, this is a satanic high holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's disgusting. It's horrible. If you knew what they did tonight in all the forests in the UK and all the like, they're all doing it in the bunkers of their homes, and they're doing horrific stuff. And you are technically taking part in that. So that's all I've got. Just be aware. Why not?
Okay. Mine's another doozy, man.
Okay. Let me set myself on back.
This whole 20 mile an hour and reducing the speeds on London's roads.
Oh.
It's
The
making...
budget came out today, didn't it?
Yes, okay, cool. The budget came
Missed
out.
that,
The price of cigarettes and tobacco products are going up again as of today.
Oh, they've banned single-use vapes as of June 1st, which I'm livid about.
Yes.
Livid about.
The price of a pint of beer in a pub will go down by 1 penny.
Did I say this about alcohol?
Yeah, you said it.
You can be a pisshead, but you can't do fuck all else.
Yep.
Wow.
And then there was something else that has slipped my mind. Income tax has been frozen again for another, I think, 5 years.
Okay.
So you can work, your tax is still going to be high, but in 5 years' time, you should be able to recoup a big bonus in tax deductions.
Yeah.
It'll be based on how much you earned and how much you paid.
Oh, they're putting the national wage up to £12.21 as well
Yeah,
next April.
yeah, but the problem with that is that another 20 to 30% of the workforce is going to get laid off.
Yes, the robots are coming.
Yeah. After all, every time that the minimum wage is put up, employers fire people.
Yeah.
They fire people and they streamline the business because what they are charging. Okay, consumerism passes the costs on to the buyer.
Yeah.
So businesses and organizations that sell a product or a service will always pass on their running costs to the client, to the buyer.
Yep, pub business.
There we go. So if you've got to pay and I'm just giving an example, you're in a fast food place, you've got to pay the person behind the till and all the people in the kitchen £12, whatever. You're going to factor that into the price of your product. You're going to factor the gas, the electricity, the water, the council tax, the business rate council tax at that, because businesses pay tax, but they pay business rate for their bin collection in terms of the taxes. And then they still have to pay the government level tax, government national insurance.
And rent for their offices. Depends on postcode in the UK.
Yeah. So
even corner shops do. That's why people think, why is the corner shop price in West like more expensive than here? Because their rent's higher.
Exactly. So in essence, the budget is going to aggravate the cost of living crisis. So I guess on one hand, being a slag and a whore is bad for your reputation and things, but a lot more of us are going to have to be slags and whores to afford a loaf of bread.
That's what I'm saying. And like, it's like 7 million people are facing hunger in the UK at the moment. That's the entire population of London. And that's really bad.
Very bad.
You know, this is essentially a third world nation under an illusion.
Yeah, yes it is.
And it does show me they're giving you lot spirits and lowering the cost of spirits. Do you know what I mean? Like, hello. That's crazy. And they're acting, oh, it's for the children, we're banning vapes and so on, putting up the price of cigarettes. No, it fucking isn't.
It's not.
Don't care about no children. You're genociding them.
It's really the real issue, the secret, the real turd in the turd in the punch bowl.
Turd in the punch. That's the
turd in the punch bowl. The real turd in the punch bowl here is the aging population and the strain that aging population is going to have because of all of the lifestyle associated diseases and ailments that taxpayers aren't going to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Especially considering how much foreign aid is going out of the country, how much the war budgets are, how much how much our politicians are grifting and getting up to no good.
Yeah.
The payouts.
Blood money.
Yeah, the blood money.
On.
And the payouts. Whenever you see or hear of a major case and someone's been compensated or awarded money, they are giving away our taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Like, they're giving away our money.
Yep.
We work, we do this, we do that.
Yep.
Guess what? So-and-so down the road fucked up by kidnapping someone, fucking bumming them half to death, and then they get awarded.
They're letting all the prisoners out as well.
Yeah.
Like, what you lot doing to us, for real? They're in jail for a motherfucking reason. Keep them there.
Yeah.
Please. And the ones you ain't caught yet, that's your business. Do about it. You know what I mean?
The only thing that I'm like, they need to review it and they need to undo it is prisoners that are on IPP. Like those prisoners, they need to have their sentences need to be reviewed or they need to be retrialed. Is it IPP or IPO? IPO.
Yeah.
Okay. That whole system of convicting someone to life for Her Majesty's pleasure for
his Majesty.
No, it was they don't do it anymore. They've abolished it because of.
God damn, I thought I could do it.
Yeah, no, they abolished it because of how unfair it was, and it was like, there's people that have done 20 odd years in prison for stealing a couple of phones one too many times.
Yeah.
Whilst child molesters, pedophiles, rapists get 6.5 years,
Horrible.
do 3.5.
Horrible.
So it's
prostitution is legal in the UK, and they know it.
Yes, soliciting is not, however.
No, you can't solicit.
Yeah. Funny that a whole profession. I'm a solicitor.
Oh, I just found my way here. You know,
I slipped on a banana,
Right.
fell in her pussy, and
Yeah.
60 quid fell out my wallet.
right, and onto the bedside table.
If I shouldn't say this. If there's a camera recording, it's not prostitution.
No, it's a documentary. It's a documentary.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, they know that too. It's very sneaky in the UK. They act like morally, but they let all the immoral stuff by
Yeah.
while pretending we are the number one stance. You know, we are the most dignified country on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, it is.
God darn delusion.
The devil works hard.
Sure does. You know, sure does. Yeah, I'd hate this. I can't say it, can I? I'm not allowed to say it. They'll throw me in the jail. They'll throw me in the Tower of London. Yes, okay, I hate the ways of this country. I hate that. I do. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's going. I don't like the policing. So we're gonna be So we're gonna live in Saudi Arabia without the the illusion of moral religious
Yeah.
backing.
Yeah.
We're just prisoners for filwa. You know what I mean? For what?
Yeah.
What are you like even? I don't get it. I know they pretend to be Christian. I get it. But they're Freemasons. So how does that work? It doesn't. It doesn't, guys. I'm telling you, it doesn't.
I mean, on paper, we live in a secular society, and that's my story. I'm sticking to
Not according to them. They're putting morals first, apparently. The children can't be vaping. Vapes, children, no.
it. They want you to be addicted to what they want.
But if you're a Palestinian child, that's off with your head. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
They do have the vexed, uncensored mentality.
Yes, they are ruthless.
Yes.
Yes, we share that quality, I'd say.
Bums
That's where it
drop.
starts and stops.
Bums drop. Fucking.
But yes, I think that's the show, isn't it? That's the show.
Yeah, I've had enough. Fucking
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah. It's a weird. So I've got a book coming out. It's a weird. I don't know. Okay, it's not actually right. I got to kind of gear myself up for this,
Why?
because the book is a focus point that people think, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, because the Pentagon and NASA and everyone's basically said these UAPs, which were called UFOs, are real.
Yeah.
Okay, we've gotten that far, right? So they're real. They're just trying to tell you they don't know what they are.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so my book focuses on stories, real life, documented, undocumented, recent stories that just resonated with me personally, and also experiences I've had that, yes, I am surprised I'm even talking about, to be honest. Shocked and surprised, but if, it's just a guidance thing. It's just something I got to do. So I'll be sharing my own experiences too, most terrifying thing I've ever done, to be honest, in life is this book. But I've just wrapped up kind of the audiobook, 7 hours worth of information.
Okay.
It's from my perspective, so obviously it's going to come from a biblical perspective, which there really isn't. A lot of people think that the idea of UFOs, extraterrestrial life and so on is incompatible with God, faith and stuff like that. For me, I make it very clear that it's not. And we just don't tackle just that kind of half of things. It's focused on that. But we also talk about the enigmas of mankind, like some things that people can't get their head around. Like average person usually can't get their head around. So that will be coming out in December. But the audiobook will probably be coming a bit earlier. So yeah, it's we've got Alex Rutland who's narrating it. British boy, do you know what I mean? I'm not narrating it for triggering. It was so triggering writing this book, guys. It's not even funny. And you'll find out why if you happenstance yourself to read it or listen to it when it comes out. But Alex Rutland, Southeast London, kind of like much younger than me, but it's got the vibe of similar. Like I just wanted someone who had a similar vibe, So yeah, he's done a brilliant job. But yeah, that's coming out in December. So I thought I would tell people because I've been holding it off talking about it, but it's coming to that time where I can't. So yeah, it's called Enigma Puzzles, and stay tuned. When it's up for pre-order, I will let you guys know, from Vex Books. So yeah.
No problem. Any parting words other than that?
Yes, Winnie the Pooh will not be getting the Halloween special. You will be getting the Christmas special potentially, but not a Halloween special. But yeah, go stream, download. Oh no, you can't stream, can you? No, you can download, buy or rent Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Season 2 will be continuing soon. And yeah, get your honey life.
All right. And on that note, au revoir, Shoshana. That note, au revoir, Shoshana. Shoshana.
Download. Oh no, you can't stream, can you?
No.
No, you can download, buy or rent Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Season 2 will be continuing soon. And yeah, get your honey life.
All right. And on that note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana.
That note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana. Shoshana.
That note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana. Shoshana. Shoshana. Shoshana. Stop.
Bobby Trump fucking.
But yes, I think that's the show, isn't it? That's the show.
Yeah, I've had enough. Fucking
Yeah,
done.
yeah. So like it's a weird. So I've got a book coming out. It's a weird. I don't know. Okay, it's not actually right. I got to kind of gear myself up for this, you know,
Why?
because the book is a focus point that people think, oh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, because you know the Pentagon and you know NASA and everyone's basically said these UAPs, which were called UFOs, are real.
Yeah.
Okay, we've gotten that far, right? So they're real. They're just trying to tell you they don't know what they are.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so my book focuses on stories, real life, documented, undocumented, recent stories that just resonated with me personally, and also experiences I've had that, yes, I am surprised I'm even talking about, to be honest. Shocked and surprised, you know, but if, you know, it's just a guidance thing. It's just something I got to do. So I'll be sharing my own experiences too, you know, most terrifying thing I've ever done, to be honest, in life is this book. But I've just wrapped up kind of the audiobook, 7 hours worth of information.
Okay.
It's from my perspective, so obviously it's going to come from a biblical perspective, which there really isn't. A lot of people think that the idea of UFOs, extraterrestrial life and so on is incompatible with God, faith and stuff like that. For me, I make it very clear that it's not. And we just don't tackle just that kind of half of things. It's focused on that. But we also talk about the enigmas of mankind, like some things that people can't get their head around. Like average person usually can't get their head around. So that will be coming out in December. But the audiobook will probably be coming a bit earlier. So yeah, it's we've got Alex Rutland who's narrating it. British boy, do you know what I mean? I'm not narrating it for triggering. It was so triggering writing this book, guys. It's not for funny. And you'll find out why if you happenstance yourself to read it or listen to it when it comes out. But Alex Rutland, Southeast London, kind of like much younger than me, but it's got the vibe of similar. Like I just wanted someone who had a similar vibe, you know. So yeah, Ree's done a brilliant job. But yeah, that's coming out in December. So I thought I would tell people because yeah, I've been holding it off talking about it, but it's coming to that time where I can't, you know. So yeah, it's called Enigma Puzzles, and stay tuned when it's up for pre-order. I will let you guys know from Vex Books. So yeah,
No problem. Any parting words other than that?
pardon me. Yes, Winnie the Pooh will not be getting the Halloween special. You will be getting the Christmas special potentially, but not a Halloween special. But yeah, go stream, download. Oh no, you can't stream, can you? No, you can download, buy or rent Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Season 2 will be continuing soon. And yeah, get your honey life.
All right. And on that note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana. Extraterrestrial life and so on is incompatible with God, faith and stuff like that. For me, I make it very clear that it's not. And we just don't tackle just that kind of half of things. It's focused on that. But we also talk about the enigmas of mankind, like some things that people can't get their head around. Like average person usually can't get their head around. So that will be coming out in December. But the audiobook will probably be coming a bit earlier. So yeah, it's we've got Alex Rutland who's narrating it. British boy, do you know what I mean? I'm not narrating it for triggering. It was so triggering writing this book, guys. It's not for funny. And you'll find out why if you happenstance yourself to read it or listen to it when it comes out. But Alex Rutland, Southeast London, kind of like much younger than me, but it's got the vibe of similar. Like I just wanted someone who had a similar vibe, you know. So yeah, Ree's done a brilliant job. But yeah, that's coming out in December. So I thought I would tell people because yeah, I've been holding it off talking about it, but it's coming to that time where I can't, you know. So yeah, it's called Enigma Puzzles, and stay tuned when it's up for pre-order. I will let you guys know from Vex Books. So yeah.
No problem. Any parting words other than that?
Pardon me. Yes, Winnie the Pooh will not be getting the Halloween special. You will be getting the Christmas special potentially, but not a Halloween special. But yeah, go stream, download. Oh no, you can't stream, can you?
No.
No, you can download, buy or rent Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Season 2 will be continuing soon. And yeah, get your honey life.
All right. And on that note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana. Honey life.
All right. And on that note, au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana.
Yeah,
You cheeky cunts.
it's really the real issue, the secret, the real turd in the turd in the punch bowl.
Turd in the butt. That's the
Turd in the punch bowl. The real turd in the punch bowl here is the aging population and the strain that aging population is going to have because of all of the lifestyle associated diseases and ailments that taxpayers aren't going to be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Especially considering how much foreign aid is going out of the country, how much the war budgets are, how much how much our politicians are grifting and getting up to no good.
Yeah.
The payout,
blood money.
Yeah,
they're focusing on.
and the payouts. Whenever you see or hear of a major case and someone's been compensated or awarded money, they are giving away our taxpayers' money.
Yeah.
Like they're giving away our money.
Yeah.
We work, we do this, we do that.
Yeah.
Guess what? So and so down the road fucked up by kidnapping someone, fucking bumming them half to death, and then they get awarded.
They're letting all the prisoners out as well.
Yeah.
Like, what are you lot doing to us? For real. They're in jail for a motherfucking reason. Keep them there.
Yeah.
Please.
The
And the ones you ain't caught yet, that's your business. Do better. You know what I mean?
the only thing that I'm like, they need to review it and they need to undo it is prisoners that are on IPP.
Mm-hmm.
Like those prisoners, they need to have their sentences need to be reviewed or they need to be retrialed.
Yeah.
The whole IPP system, is it IPP or IPO?
IPO.
IPO?
Yeah.
Okay. That whole system of convicting someone to life for at Her Majesty's pleasure for...
His Majesty.
No, it was... they don't do it anymore. They've abolished it because of...
God damn, I thought I could do it.
Yeah. No, they abolished it because of how unfair it was. And it was like, there's people that have done 20 odd years in prison for stealing a couple of phones one too many times.
Yeah.
Whilst child molesters, pedophiles, rapists get 6.5 years,
Horrible.
do 3.5.
Horrible.
So it's...
Prostitution is legal in the UK, and they know it.
Yes. Soliciting is not, however.
No, you can't solicit.
Yeah. Funny that. A whole profession called, I'm a solicitor.
Oh, I just found my way here. You know?
I slipped on a banana,
Right.
fell in her pussy, and
Yeah.
60 quid fell out my wallet.
Right, and onto the bedside table.
If I shouldn't say this. If there's a camera recording, it's not prostitution.
No, it's a documentary. It's a documentary.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
You know, they know that too. It's very sneaky in the UK. They act like morally, but they let all the immoral stuff by
Yeah.
while pretending we are the number one stance. You know, we are the most dignified country on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It's all an illusion.
Yeah, it is.
God darn delusion.
The devil works hard.
Sure does, sure does. Yeah, I'd hate this. I can't say it, can I? I'm not allowed to say it. They'll throw me in the jail. They'll throw me in the Tower of London. Yes, okay, I hate the ways of this country. I hate that. I do. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's going. I don't like the policing. So we're gonna be So we're gonna live in Saudi Arabia without the the illusion of moral religious backing.
Yeah.
We're just prisoners for fiwa, you know what I mean? For what?
Yeah.
What are you like even? I don't get it. I know they pretend to be Christian, I get it. But they're Freemasons, so how does that work? It doesn't. It doesn't, guys. I'm telling you, it doesn't.
I mean, on paper, we live in a secular society, and that's my story. I'm sticking to
No,
it.
according to them, they're putting morals first, apparently. The children can't be vaping. Vapes, children, no.
They want you to be addicted to what they want.
But if you're a Palestinian child, that's off with your head. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Fuck 'em.
Come on. It's like, come.
They do have the vexed uncensored mentality.
Yes, they are ruthless.
Yes.
Yes, we share that quality, I'd say.
Bombs
That's where it
dropped.
starts and stops.
Bombs dropped. Fucking.
But yes, I think that's the show, isn't it? That's the show.
Yeah, I've had enough. Fucking.
Yeah,
I'm done.
yeah. It's a weird. So I've got a book coming out. It's a weird. I don't know. Okay, it's not actually, right? I got to kind of gear myself up for this,
Why?
because the book is a focus point that people think, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yeah, because, the Pentagon and, NASA and everyone's basically said these UAPs, which were called UFOs, are real.
Yeah.
Okay, we've gotten that far, right? So they're real. They're just trying to tell you they don't know what they are.
Okay.
Okay, so my book focuses on stories, real life, documented, undocumented, recent stories that just resonated with me personally, and also experiences I've had that, yes, I am surprised I'm even talking about, to be honest. Shocked and surprised, but if, it's just a guidance thing. It's just something I got to do. So I'll be sharing my own experiences too. Most terrifying thing I've ever done, to be honest, in life is this book. But I've just wrapped up kind of the audiobook, 7 hours worth of information.
Okay.
It's from my perspective, so obviously it's going to come from a biblical perspective, which there really isn't. A lot of people think that the idea of UFOs, extraterrestrial life and so on is incompatible with God, faith and stuff like that. For me, I make it very clear that it's not. And we just don't tackle just that kind of half of things. It's focused on that. But we also talk about the enigmas of mankind, like some things that people can't get their head around. Like average person usually can't get their head around. So that will be coming out in December. But the audiobook will probably be coming a bit earlier. So yeah, it's we've got Alex Rutland who's narrating it. British boy, do you know what I mean? I'm not narrating it for triggering. It was so triggering writing this book, guys. It's not for funny. And you'll find out why if you happenstance yourself to read it or listen to it when it comes out. But Alex Rutland, Southeast London, kind of like much younger than me, but it's got the vibe of similar. Like I just wanted someone who had a similar vibe,
Okay.
So yeah, he's done a brilliant job. But yeah, that's coming out in December. So I thought I would tell people because I've been holding it off talking about it, but it's coming to that time where I can't, So yeah, it's called Enigma Puzzles, and stay tuned. When it's up for pre-order, I will let you guys know from Vex Books. So yeah.
No problem. Any parting words other than that?
Pardon me. Yes, Winnie the Pooh will not be getting the Halloween special. You will be getting the Christmas special potentially, but not a Halloween special. But yeah, go stream, download. Oh no, you can't stream, can you? No, you can download, buy or rent Winnie the Pooh, The Honey Life. Season 2 will be continuing soon. And yeah, get your honey life.
All right. And on that note, Au revoir, Shoshana.
Shoshana.